Not the Chuddle.
Chuddle. Surprise.
I have a real soft spot for evil.
Blood flying everywhere.
So good.
I'm a big boy who doesn't get scared.
Out of the mist and into the fog, it's Chuddle the Pod. Salutations and hello from the Art Gallery of Gore, Chuddle Club members, to the second installment of our franchise fiasco and meeting of the Chuddle the Pod Horror Movie Club. Tonight, we are taking a heaping helping of seconds, and as always, getting a little more than we bargained for, as we wish for 1999's Wishmaster 2. My name is Ross, and as always, I'm joined by my co-wishers of the pod, Sam.
Sup?
Ooh, that was good. Brian.
Huh?
Ooh, I like that. That was a
Was
good.
that a good Djinn hum?
That was a good Djinn hum.
Hi, hey. Huh.
We got Brian.
Yeah.
We wished so much that, you know.
You don't want to see what had to happen to make this happen, but
Well, yeah, it was.
I am here.
And it is our pleasure to have back with us our friends, the one, the only Horror Bandwagon.
Hi.
Oh yeah. Now I'm stuck. I can't choose whether I want to go goo or goo.
And I can just say whatever I want because I don't have that like luscious, deep voice.
Luscious. Ooh.
Also, you can do whatever you want to.
Fluscious.
I don't know if you want this on, but it's for your birthday because we're recording on your birthday.
Mhm.
So
It's a Cody Goo special.
Yeah.
So
it really is.
unlike usual, I will do whatever I want today.
Oh.
Perfect. Beautiful. Cody unhinged. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Well, thank you guys very much for being on for our second installment of the Wishmaster franchise.
Yes.
We're here specifically for this masterpiece of a film.
Oh, I have just been consistently rubbing my fire opal in continuance of
So
this
much
series.
rubbing, so much
Hoping.
wishing.
A lot. Breathing heavily upon.
We were delayed a
Wishing,
week and I was
rubbing.
like, no.
We
The
were, and you know what?
wishes.
And I do have to personally apologize about that because I broke the own Chuddle rule. Is that I wished to the Wishmaster
Oh, shoot.
to get my script finished. And he did. But the problem was it's Wishmaster. So he just gave me a better script for Wishmaster 1
Oh.
instead of Wishmaster 2. So he technically fulfilled the wish. It was just a completely different script. So I apologize.
That's
I would say you got off
wouldn't-
easy from what I know about Wishmaster.
Yeah, I was expecting
yes.
you like missing toes or I don't know.
That's- I'm a eunuch now, but it's, you know, I mean, it's
That's
great.
unrelated.
Completely unrelated.
I feel like the proper torture to it too. Well, I mean, I guess besides all the blood and gore part to it, if I wanted to go off of your thing, Ross, is that he gave you like the novelization of Wishmaster 2.
Oh, which I'll be
So it's
reading
just
in its
in a more
entirety.
Extended. It's just going to be like a 6-hour episode on Wishmaster 2.
And no better.
No
Yeah.
better. Oh, okay. Well, before we grab our body armor fire opals and dive deep into our Djinn night terrors, remember we keep it spoiler free up top, and we'll let you know when those spoilers escape like a prison break. And a huge thank you to our Coven Patreon club members. Your unwavering support is something that we have wished for, and you have answered. So we've got tons of just amazing backlog content. We have a fire opal's worth of exclusive episodes. We've got, actually, I guess our fire opal would just be our Discord lounge for Chuddle Club members. So it's like, you know, we kind of harbor their souls there. We kind of let them mill, but it's a lot nicer than the fire opal because like they could actually like talk back and forth, send gifts, you know, fun stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All of that and more.
Yeah. If you feel like it, join our Patreon. It's $3 a month and helps keep this Chuddle train a-chugging. With the Djinn released again and a lot looser on its wish-granting gifts, it's time to crack open our goo book and officially begin this meeting.
Give me that goo. Oh, yeah. I forgot how much in my ears that is.
It's all in your ears.
It's all, yeah.
Moist, too.
So damp in my ear canals. So let's do the log line. Okay, so the log line. The evil Djinn is awakened once more and must collect 1,001 souls to begin the apocalypse.
Fun.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, it's
What
very
they
to
tell
the
us.
point. That's exactly what.
Yep.
Yes. And there is one tagline for this, and it is "Evil has been summoned again."
I don't know why. It's
I
got a
don't think
question
it's a
mark.
question mark. That'd be funny.
That would
I don't
be
think it's a question mark.
it's more of like again.
Oh, more of an exclamation mark.
Yes, yeah.
I forget that the
I think
title
it's
of
just
this
a
movie.
period. I think it's just like again.
Again.
I think it's very
Yeah.
just straightforward.
Evil never dies.
Evil never dies. I forget that that's the subtitle to this movie.
It's when I first saw it, I was like, "That is dumb," and then it's a line in the movie.
Evil never dies.
I would like to put this up against the crowd from Halloween Ends, though, because evil does die tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
But does he
Yeah.
die?
And evil
He's
never
kind of just
dies
chilling
versus-
by himself. Maybe, possibly.
Oh my god! It's
Oh,
been
you
so
mean
long.
What, Subterranean, Mike? No. Which one are we
My
talking
evil
about?
dies tonight button. I used to have a button
no.
already, and
That's
it's been
right.
so long
It's
that
so-
I haven't,
okay.
You're
we
so
haven't
rusty.
talked about evil dying
Just-
and the need
yeah.
for it to die tonight.
Just
lately.
do what we do and press every button until you get the one that you want.
Even if it's incorrect.
That don't impress me.
Close. That was close.
Very
Not it.
close.
That works. That works.
Keep your hand on that,
Imagine that
though.
was Evil
You're
Dies
going to
tonight.
use that a lot more.
Yeah, that one might come in handy
Yeah.
tonight.
So,
So you can
Wishmaster.
grant me any wish I want.
That don't impress me.
Oh, my God.
But you know what does impress me? Who made this movie? It is.
Does it?
Well,
Does it?
well, kind of. I think it's just committing to the landing. I think is what I'm most impressed with this movie. It is directed by Jack Shoulder and written by Peter Atkins and Jack Shoulder. All right.
Do we
so
know
got,
these people?
Classics.
No, I don't think so. I don't. I feel like I looked
Oh.
him up and nothing stood out.
No,
Did something? Oh, one of them did. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. The director.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
this
directed
is.
that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I did look that up.
Gay
I
icon?
remember seeing
Okay. Okay.
He also did Renegades, Arachnid, but most importantly,
He did
Renegade
a
and Arachnid. I thought that was
2003
one thing
Tremors.
for something. Okay. A 2003 Tremors.
yeah. So we got Holly
TV
Fields.
series. Huh.
So what now?
Oh,
He was the
I
director of one
remember
of
that.
maybe the episodes of the TV show, or a couple of episodes.
Of which one? Tremors?
cool.
Tremors.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot this happened. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so we got Holly Fields as Morgana, Chris Webber as Eric, Al Foster as security guard number 1, Andrew Divoff. I just butcher last names left and
Damn.
right. So
And
Well, we
the
don't know.
Andrew
We don't know.
Divoff.
You say Divoff, I say Divoff.
right.
Divoff. Ah.
If you love that, you're
Fuck
gonna
it.
love this one.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Viato Rugnis is Hopska.
Oh, no.
Randy Hall plays a cop. Maria Gennaro plays a reporter. Let's see here. We go. Oh, Paul Johansson. Gregory. Robert Lasardo as Grise. Carlos Leon as Weber. Tom Lister Jr. as.
If you're naming a lot of people, that I
Are
don't
you
think
just
need
like
to be named
naming
at this
everybody
point.
in the script?
No. I'm trying to get like the casino owner is Tavlier.
Bokeem
Bohemian
Woodbine.
Woodbine.
Yeah, come on, man. You just need to say that Andrew Divoff, and we're fine. Holly
Yeah, we're
Fields.
fine. Yeah,
then
that's
let's
good.
move on.
Tom Lister
Well,
Jr.,
also,
though. Important.
yeah, Debo, and then
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Oleg Vidov, the Osip, the Russian guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a ton of stuff. He's in John Wick 2.
Oh, shit.
All sorts of things. I lost him. But he's
Oleg,
also
the
in
Oleg
movies.
Vidov story. the writer of that.
Anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I feel like he looked familiar, but I didn't necessarily know what else it was in. Cool. Great. Thanks,
Great.
Ross.
Hey, of
Character
course.
actor.
You know what time it's?
Yes.
No?
Fatality.
Basically, on a scale of 1 to 10, psyched with sadness, how gory is this movie? Sam?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm going to say, for intensity, maybe like a 3. I feel like there's only one that could be kind of intense to my memory, that simply raises that.
Does it raise the bar or bars?
Yes. And then consistency feels pretty low, I think. So maybe 1.5 there. So what do you call that? 4.5 out of 10?
That's what you do call it.
There you go.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Who's
Brian?
you guys?
Yeah, who's you? It's all saying it at the same time.
At the same time.
Five
Everyone
dudes
just said it at the
here.
same time. Right, yeah, Brian, what are you on?
Everyone contribute.
Are you on board with that?
I'm
or
kind of in line with that. I was going to probably say closer maybe to a 3.5 to a 4 for its intensity.
Okay.
I feel like there's like one.
There's a bug
gory,
one.
intense scene of
Yes.
some weird shit happening, and it's all whatever with its consistency. Maybe because the consistency is so low that it is a little. I guess I don't want to call it shocking, but it's like finally some gore.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it feels like we have long stretches without it. So I think I'll
yeah.
agree with the 1.5 on the consistency.
Absolutely.
I'll give it a 3.5 at a 1.5.
Great.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Yeah.
You agree with that, Sam?
I agree that that's what you said.
Good. Good.
Cody, Sergio, what do you guys think?
Oh,
Gore-wise.
see, I'm gonna keep it at 1 for consistency because it's just, as you said, it does drag, and then it's kind of like a little too late when it comes my way.
Yeah.
But I do think the intensity is actually pretty good. I was gonna say 3, but then thinking back about it, I'm like, yeah, they're pretty intense when you do see it, and there were some visceral reactions from us when we watched it. So I'm gonna say 4. No, 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
Okay.
All right.
And a 1. Okay.
Yeah. So like 4.5 to what you had like
Okay.
a
Cody?
I think
Oh,
I would
yeah.
agree with that. It's definitely extremely inconsistent. And
Yes.
while I'm the last person on the pod who is going to ask for gore, I think that we really went long stretches where we just didn't really have anything. And so I can't give it more than a 1 for consistency. I would agree maybe with the 3.5 for intensity. So I think 4.5 feels good.
All right, 4.5. Yeah, I think that's I think I had it at like a 5. You know what I mean? I think it was it's pretty much down the middle. You do very sparsely, but when you do get gore, there's a few of them that are pretty damn good, but it doesn't happen not nearly as much as the original.
This one does get me a little nervous for the rest of them, though. At this point,
Well, there's only 2 more, I think. I think it's 4, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's only
2.
because I'm like, ooh, 2 more, and we're going
Honestly,
lower. in
if it's
quality.
really bad, it'll be fun to shit on
That's
them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm most interested in because don't we change main actor, Djinn?
And the
I'm
Djinn-
curious
thinking
what he's
both.
going to do with
Okay,
his
so-
voice.
yeah, 'cause
is he
this
going
is-
to imitate
Or
or create his
she.
own?
Oh,
I believe it's
Oh.
a he, but or she.
Oh, you know?
debunked.
Debunked. Done. Yeah, Andrew, this is the last time he plays the Djinn.
Wait, so this is gonna make it or break it for me because I've been loving the hell yeah, you know.
yeah. Maybe
You're into
actually,
that?
what's fun is actually I have not seen 3 or 4,
Oh,
so I have no idea what we're.
it's the
in
same
store
thing, but with like
So-
a lisp. Hello,
I would say- I'm either- I have. He's either gonna kind of get it, or it's gonna be so over the top Djinn that we might get comedically crazy voice.
I wonder what that would be.
I think we're already there, to be honest. For me,
Are we already at
we've
that bus
already
stop?
hit
I'm trying to like predict what it could be. Well, hello. Can I grant your wishes?
Just regal genie. Oh, hello.
Yeah, very drawn out and kind of done with everything.
Yeah.
I'm going a little
He's just a
Tim
giant
Curry.
Is the horror forward?
I mean,
Alrighty.
legitimate question: is this even for anyone? This movie?
It's you
Wow.
know,
If you really love the
Wow.
90s, add this in.
this is
I mean, that's a good question.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's that.
It's
Yeah.
I mean,
For
supernatural
Wishmaster fans.
but, completionists. I guess this would be for
Completionists.
sure be
Oh yeah.
I
completionists.
can't go on without Wishmaster
Andrew
2.
Divoff fans, if you're really into occasionally seeing some cool Djinn makeup,
Yeah, I guess like the evil genie film niche is so tiny that this is what you get. So it's like I think if that's your flavor ice cream, you're gonna have
This
to.
also just dips its toes into different styles that I can't really pin. Like if I'm like, do you like prison movies? Well, this one's
Yes.
not the best. Actually, it's not
This
even
isn't
doesn't
good.
even take place in that. Like,
Do you like this weird on again off again love drama?
you like mobs?
They do it terribly here,
Mobs.
but
yeah.
it's like you
Do you
see.
really like genies going to prison movies?
There we go. There we go. That's the one.
Yeah,
And like, if you really like that weird, tan beige everything of the late 90s
Mhm.
vibe,
Yes.
you can get that
If-
too.
yes,
A lot of that going on. Curved surfaces.
everything.
Yeah.
Curves everywhere. All right, so like, let's just get to the meat of it. How are we watching this? I'm assuming we're Mystery Science Theater 3000ing it and just ripping it apart if we're
Absolutely.
going to be
Yeah.
all together.
That's probably the best way. Have fun to
To
get you
deal
through
with
some of
this.
those slow parts.
If you're into it, have some drinks.
Yeah. Is this movie so outlandish that it's for beginners, or should beginners steer clear of this film?
I'm not going to force
I'm
anyone to
gonna
watch
steer
this
clear
as a
of it.
first time watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I think it.
think I would turn you away
could
from the
be.
genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's like too intense for a beginner or anything. It's just like not good enough to watch.
Like, if I told someone I was into horror movies
And show them
and I showed them
Wishmaster 2.
Wishmaster 2, I don't think I'd get them to watch any more
Damn.
horror movies.
or at least not with you. Be like,
Yeah, it'd have to be a very specific person, but yeah.
Should
I
this
agree.
also-
I don't think it's for beginners.
should this also be the should you know anything before going in? Should you know that this went directly to video when it's supposed to be in theaters and they saw the movie? We're like, listen, we
We just can't do
can't
it.
do it.
I don't know if it would have changed my experience personally.
Yeah, and it's so weird because because we get into a discussion in our first installment about kind of like genie logic and like how this thing how this mechanism works, and it just seems like they disregarded most of that for this one.
Added some
And
things.
so, like,
twisted some
Added
things.
some shit. So like I can't even recommend watching the first movie before this because it seems like the first movie in and of itself is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's like
Sure.
You can even you can make shit up too. You can just be like,
you
actually,
could just make shit up.
this takes in an alternate dimension from the first one. It's like,
I mean, honestly, the best way that I can like possibly think to describe this movie is sort of like if somebody took the approach of the sequel trilogy to Star Wars, where you have 3 different minds coming up with 3 very different movies and never talking to each other about a single overarching storyline, and try to do that in one movie. That's like,
yes,
Yeah.
I see that. I see
Yeah.
that.
I see that.
And
For
it
sure.
was written and directed by one person.
Who
The
had free
co-writer
reign.
Yeah.
is just based on characters from the first one type of writer. Yeah. Also the
Right.
no two fella.
Wow, this
we-
is a
He has
9%
its issues,
on
let's
Rotten
not lie.
Tomatoes. Holy crap.
9?
9%.
Did you say
Nine.
9?
Did you say 9? Do we even have to open the door for the Chuddle Harbinger of Doom? I can't think of. I mean, I can't think of it.
Self-harm.
Okay, I guess self-harm. That would be.
That's all I
I
got.
mean, a person non-consensually has sex with themselves.
Yeah.
We get that kind of that. We get a quick little homophobic slur out of the detective cop real
Oh,
quickly.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah,
true.
we did say how like not us coming onto the podcast immediately after the Pride episode with this. Like, oh, several homophobic slurs after another.
Yes. Yes.
Like I thought it was going to go in a good direction at first, and then it just went whoa.
Okay,
Did you
got it.
see?
We'll get to the scene.
Did you see Tina Romero's movie that's coming out? What's it called? Queens of the Dead?
No, I
Or
didn't,
something
but I
of the
know
Dead.
our buddy Mike from the Horror Junkies just saw it at the film festival
We
up
did
here
hear about it.
Yeah.
and had some good things to say.
There's some drag
of
queens
the
in it, right?
Dead. Yeah,
Yes.
it says drag queens and club kids battle
They're the
zombies
queens.
craving brains during a zombie outbreak at their drag show in Brooklyn, putting personal conflicts aside to utilize their distinct abilities against the ellipsis.
Oh,
I gotta click to read more,
Oh.
but that sounds cool.
Yeah.
and directed
Yeah.
by George Romero's daughter. So
Nice.
I love
Also
that she's
cool.
like continuing the legacy.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I also like when people battle ellipses.
Damn you, ellipses!
It's a never-ending war.
It's a
It seems like that's
never-ending
always
war.
happening.
There always seems
this
to
is
be
gonna
more
be so
and more.
good. Anything with an ellipses battle.
It's gonna be great. All right. Well, let's rub this fire opal and get on the highway to the spoiler zone.
Evil dies tonight!
There
Spoiler zone.
it is. That was beautiful. All right, let's go for IMDb behind the scenes. All right, Andrew Divoff, who plays the Djinn in the human form of this film. Is end of the first Wishmaster film, does not blink when his eyes are visible. He does not blink
Good for him.
even during the scenes that his eyes are visible for 2 to 3 minutes at a time.
Okay.
Man doesn't
Would
blink.
you be
though.
upset if your
character
genie
choice.
blinked?
That's yeah.
I don't think it would concern
I'll
me.
tell you this: didn't notice.
That's some
So
hard
what you're
work.
saying-
That's
Wow,
commitment.
So
this
what you're
guy's
saying-
not blinking.
It didn't add to the character in any which way, shape, or form.
Not for me.
But the thing is, there
I
are
was more distracted by his face and his voice.
It's all about the voice. He's
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to distract you
absolutely.
away from
and
the
he
voice. It
always
can't.
has his head down, looking up.
He has
you
like a
know
little
what I mean?
smirk.
That classic menacing
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, but he has no
Yeah.
upper lip.
Like he just got
So-
caught doing something naughty.
Well, in the upper
Something
lip
like-
is where he's hiding them jelly beans.
That's very true. Actually, I'm just going to jump to that one because you brought it up. So Andrew exclusively ate jelly beans throughout the shooting of this film so he could talk in a deeper and raspier voice for his Djinn.
wait.
Like,
How does that
Just
is
wait.
this a
Just
known side
purely
effect of-
jelly beans?
just
That's
I don't
all
know if they
he.
were
That's
you
what he
should-
survived on.
that was
Maybe
it.
it coats
I'm assuming-
his.
developed diabetes during this.
I was thinking, like, you know, sometimes when you get like
Anything
a
for my craft.
like a rough jelly bean, like you crack open the outside casing, but like you don't do it enough, and you eat it, and it kind of scratches a little bit. Just generously doing that till his throat's shredded. But it's also the worst way.
cracking jelly beans and swallowing them almost kind
A
of whole to
whole,
scratch
like-
up the throat. That's an interesting commitment to the.
And don't blink.
wish I hadn't done this.
Please. Call a doctor.
My thinking is that like whenever I do deep voices like that, after a long period of time, my throat does dry up and I start to like lose it or it irritates me. So I'm wondering if it's just to coat your throat with like that waxy
People
syrupy.
usually do like tea and honey or
True,
something.
like,
true.
they're
not
Jelly
like-
beans is a choice.
It's
Yeah, it's the choice that only the Wishmaster could do.
This actor makes a lot of choices.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Well, maybe we can ask him this
Chuck
question.
Jonas.
Get him on the show and try to figure
anyone
out.
have an opal?
Who's got an opal?
This is what I want to know: is how did you
Listeners
get
at home.
how do you get the idea of jelly beans? Do you think
Just-
do you think it came from him eating a bunch of jelly beans at home one day?
You know what it
He's
is?
like doing weird shit with his voice, and he's like, "That's it. I
Running
figured out
through the
my next
lines.
character."
It ruined an audition for him. So
Right?
he was-
He went to audition for something else and was talking like that, and they're like, "I don't know, man. You just sound like an evil genie. You're not
Genie.
good for this role. Hopefully, there's something out there for you."
we can't use you in this sitcom.
And then
They're like, but listen, I know somebody who's making an evil genie movie, so
just hang on, keep doing whatever you're doing.
All right. We also got actor Corey Haim made his uncredited appearance as one of the burglars in the museum.
Oh.
So he was dating Holly Fields, who played Morgana at the time.
Oh,
and
that's
apparently it was a joke. Yeah, whoever gets shot dead, not Eric, but like
Right.
the first guy who gets the mask.
The one we don't
Oh,
see,
okay.
but yeah.
Yeah,
That's Haim. Okay.
yeah. Mr. Haim, R.I.P. One location was the Lincoln Heights jail building, which was used in a lot of other movies, but the basement of that old jail you should recognize from A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ooh.
oh, is it
okay.
the boiler room?
Not two, just one. No, I think it's the. is it
Oh,
the
like
prison?
the basement, the cell basement? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, the
Where,
basement of the old jail was used in
what
Nightmare on Elm Street.
is
I have
his
no
name?
idea what scene
Which
though.
specific one? Yeah.
Probably the basement jail-ish.
Yeah,
scene
where
what's his name? Hank
He
gets
gets-
hung.
he gets hung.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why am I blanking on his name? Like Richie or something.
Rod? No.
The
Rod.
hung-
Rod. Yes,
Rod.
it's Rod.
Rod the
Nice.
hung guy. There you go. The film was originally slated for theatrical release.
Rod
but
the
it's-
Hung Guy?
I
That's
just
a gay
Rod
porn
the-
actor's name. It's
Not inaccurate.
Yeah.
The film was originally slated for a theatrical release, but instead was released straight to TV
Damn.
and then video. This went straight to TV. I'm assuming HBO, actually. I think was this like an
Oh.
HBO exclusive movie or something like that?
You're the one with the answers here.
If you're, nope, not for.
I'm gonna
sorry.
agree. Yes.
For
It was
others,
HBO.
not for Wishmaster 2. Okay, so I was going to put this in during the scene, but I figured it would be fun to talk about now. Mistakenly thought as a plot hole when Eric wished he had never been born, taken too literally would result in the Djinn creating a paradox that would prevent Morgana from freeing him. The Djinn specifically states wishes directly affecting him are circumscribed by the prophecy now underway. This is similar to the more general restriction in the first movie that which is immortal cannot die, as the Djinn must grant the wish, but to free to creativity to like reinterpret it. The easiest method is to simply regress Eric's age to 0.
Huh?
So
I
they're
don't know
trying
about
to
that
just,
last part. It was real confusing,
Yeah.
but I understand completely because I was wondering that while watching it. Like if he wished to never have been born, wouldn't she technically not remember him?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
he would
nobody
not
know
exist.
of him, and
Who he
therefore,
was.
then the paradox comes into the play that he couldn't have wished for that if he never existed. He
I
would have
mean-
never been there to do it.
I kind of actually interpreted, if I'm trying to be a little
Generous.
thank you. My interpretation of this is like they wanted to just get out right off the bat that the way that we defeated the Djinn in the last movie is not going to fly in this one. So you have the very first wish be someone who wishes to not be born, which should have made him never exist, to meet Morgana and plan this art museum robbery thing that results in the Djinn being released. So it would have, in effect, done exactly the same thing that the last wish in the last movie did, but at the very beginning, and that would be a really boring short movie. So instead, they
could you imagine if he just goes, "Oh man,
Not
Just gets
again."
not again," and just gets sucked back into the opal.
I actually think it'd be almost better if it was just a Groundhog Day type movie of like the Djinn keep like accidentally granting paradox
Keep
wishes.
wishing things that,
Back into
send
the
them
opal.
back.
Maybe that's the third one. Maybe that's the fourth.
Maybe.
one.
Oh, no.
We got a couple more to hope for. I'm here for that.
Yeah. All right.
That
So
can be our take, the Chuddle version.
the Chuddle version. Jack Shoulder was originally approached to direct the original Wishmaster, but declined as he felt the script wasn't very good. When it came to the sequel, he was asked to direct it, which he also turned down until the producers told him that he could write the screenplay for it, and despite having to follow some basic guidelines, could have creative freedom with the entire story.
This is
Sorry, Jack.
what happened here. Sorry, Jack.
Swing and a miss.
So this is no okay. So,
But
this
you know
goes
what? You may miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. So during his interview for the documentary Behind the Curtain Part 2.
That's a nice saying. Sorry, Ross. That's a really nice saying, Sam. Did you come up with that? That's the Peterson original?
Yes, thank you.
Is
Thank
it
you.
Sam original? Oh.
It's coming
somebody
out
should
my
burn that into a piece of wood.
Salmanac.
Sam's Almanac. Nice. All right.
Some
I like that.
almanac.
Nice.
All right. So this is what Jack had to say about the film. That's one I really have very mixed feelings about because there are parts of it that I really like, but I think all in all, it's a little dumb. To tell you the truth, I haven't seen it since I made it. When I was making it, I thought it was good. I thought a lot of it was kind of funny or clever.
Sure. Yeah.
I definitely feel it had its merit. From what I can gather, it's one of those films that divides people. Some people don't like it, others do.
Huh.
And, you know, it was also a sequel to a movie that I thought wasn't a good movie at all. It's a movie that I did and I don't regret doing. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I think was pretty good from it. You know, like the scene from the casino I thought was pretty good. Maybe it comes off being a little silly.
Wait, this is the
It's insane.
this is the one who directed
So funny. Nightmare 2.
Nightmare 2.
Nightmare 2.
Which is so funny.
Yeah.
He's the one who also says, I didn't think it was gay at all.
This guy is
This guy has no idea what he's doing.
He has no idea.
Just typing away
How does he
shit.
keep getting movies?
It was the 80s, 90s, man.
I don't know that he does.
Oh my
Interesting.
God.
Okay, good
I'm
to know
sorry,
about that.
That was such a like even he's like, yeah, it's kind of dumb. You might like it. Pretty dumb though.
I just like the circle of talking he does where he's just like, some people like it, some people hate it. I thought it was dumb, but it was kind of good in the moment. First
good
one sucked.
in the moment.
I feel like that's how I sounded when I was like presenting a project up before class. I was like, well, I kind of like it, but you might not like it. It might suck and be dumb, but I think it's kind of cool.
Actually, just
here
forget
you
about
go.
it. Just forget.
Dude, exactly. Oh my God. All right. So now this is about like a third of the way through the movie when Morgana is doing research on Persian mythology. See, this is also where I'm like, how
On
did
the
you
computer?
not know? Yes. It's like, yeah, how did you not know what you were doing when you have stuff like the authors of the text that she was looking for are Seymour Love,
Yes.
Amanda Hugginkiss,
Oh my God.
and the third entry, Wendy Darleith was the folklore professor for the first movie. At least they gave the entry. And then Gerlin T. Hogginsworth, which I thought was fake, but apparently Hollingsworth are people involved with the film's crew. So he went with really dumb Bart Simpson calling those fucking names to like, okay, maybe I should get in line with the first movie.
People.
And then like, I'm just gonna pick random people.
Yeah, man. Makes
And
sense for this
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at the quality of this film, how many days do you think was the actual shooting date?
18.
Like, time for this?
25.
Okay,
12.
so 25. We got 18, and you said 5 days.
12.
12. Okay. 21 days. This was shot
so
in
close.
21 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't look
Sure.
rushed at
I
all.
mean, they could have done more with that time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen movies
agree.
shot in less days that are better.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. What's everybody's history with Wishmaster 2? Are we all kind of in the same boat of just the
Brand
first...
spanking new for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super new. Raw.
Maybe I don't remember having watched it before, but
There's a chance.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
gonna be
I
totally
could see
honest.
forgetting it.
Yeah. I am pretty sure that I did see this on like Sci-Fi or something like that.
They
Like,
used to have marathons of Wishmaster.
Yes.
I never saw it though.
but again, I it's been so long since I saw the TV version, is that there's no way that the cell block scene, like the bars scene or some of the other gore scenes were in that movie. Like,
Oh yeah, that must be heavily censored.
So it would have been like literally a G-rated film.
Yeah, without it.
Without it, yeah.
It's
that's
a
like
perfect
nuts.
movie to add extra commercials in.
Yeah,
Put that
I
on
mean,
the box.
that's a good pull quote for it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I definitely owned the Wishmaster 1-2 DVD combo, but I
Oh,
don't
wow.
remember the last time I watched
Okay.
this movie. It felt like a first time watch. I remember so little if I ever watched it when I owned it.
Right.
That could have been one of those things where I only watched Wishmaster 1 off of it. And I was like,
Totally.
I'm good.
I'm okay.
I had the Troll 2 Troll combo DVD.
Yeah.
Like one side was Troll 2 and one side's Troll. I've never watched Troll.
The original one?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
They don't
unrelated.
connect. Yeah. They're not-
Yeah.
no, cool. Yeah, that's our history.
Yeah. Sweet.
Mhm.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Deal with it. We're all newbies. All right. I guess reluctantly we should get into this. Night falls, and the Persian deity called Wishmaster is shown in the darkened room of a museum. All right, so this is basically we get our heist in this. So we've got so we see like other exhibits, and we start getting like a guy like cutting off like paintings and kind of like
Paintings.
rolling them through. And I love the fact that everybody's being super quiet and kind of, and then we have like looking around, and then a guy just takes a fucking heavy object and just smashes this fucking glass thing. Like doesn't even try to do like, lifting it or anything like that. He's just like cavemans it.
What do you think the resale value is on like destroyed art? Like,
So, okay, what's weird is that like stolen paintings like that, right? Like where
they're
they kind
so
of
hard.
cut
It's so hard to sell that shit, but like, sorry, go
First
on.
off, unless you're 100% right, because unless you have the art community is so tightly knit, unless you have a buyer who's willing to have this thing like privately in a room somewhere for the rest of his life, not to be seen by anybody else.
Maybe they
like,
did.
Yeah, no, not. Are you kidding me? This was like Encino Man. Like this, like they just look like a bunch of stoners that were like, let's fucking rob this like museum, man. This is great.
I object to that portrayal.
Oh shit.
I have never robbed a
sorry.
museum.
Buddy.
Nor have I been interested.
I just want to patronize them. Not patronize. I just want to go there.
Yeah. That's
We
what,
do.
That's what we
Sam
did.
and I had a lovely
Yeah.
trip at museums.
Yeah.
We like to hang out at museums.
I mean, there's lots of fun stuff to look at and just
Oh,
like do
yeah.
nothing else.
Check
Yeah.
out Brian and Sam's museum tour.
Not robbing it.
What I like
right, so I'm
that leads
giggling.
us to is that the security guards come in, guns blazing.
Oh my
These
god.
guys are packing heat. Like
They
it's
don't
not,
even know who
go,
it is.
Fuck a taser.
They can't see anybody yet, right?
No, it's just openly just pulling out. Like, so, god damn it. All right, yeah. So the guards appear, order them to freeze. One of the burglars aims a gun, is promptly shot. And then the other two kind of start to get pinned down. They're starting to get like gunfires exchanged. One of the gunshots hits that goddamn statue, and that fucking fire opal comes out. And kind of just like, ooh, shiny.
Oh, I didn't know.
One of the robbers, someone picks up that fucking fire opal.
I mean, I
And we
have,
have the time to do it, right? Might as well let's inspect it.
I think that
yes. It's not like I'm getting shot at or
She's like,
anything
oh.
that. Oh,
and I think that this concept is so strange. Like I mean, sure, I'm sure private contracted security, whatever, maybe they carry guns. I don't know, but it seems like such a like unnecessary liability to have your security guards get in a shootout, which will inevitably damage more art that was untouched.
All of the bullets are just shattering millions of dollars worth of stuff in this fucking museum.
Like, does your insurance policy cover that? Or
I was about to say, like, well, I was going to say that art's probably insured out the ass, so it's like you don't want, like, we're not going to shoot anyone over this.
No,
It's all an insurance scam, actually. The whole thing.
Also, I feel
the
like if you're
museum
like
hired these people
to use lethal force.
to steal the paintings, to steal the shit, to get the cops
all
to
a
racket. It's a whole big racketing thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Led by Bokeem Woodbine, also owns this place.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, yes, nice. All right, so the burglars bolt. The run down some stairs, confronted by another guard who shoots one of our.
So much shooting.
also bad shooting. That guy was just like
Terrible shooting, and then you find out like one of them pulls off his hood. It's Eric. Tears and calling out, "Oh my God, Morgana!" And then we find out that the bullet has been stopped by the picked up fire opal, which is now in pieces.
What are the odds?
It's not in pieces yet.
No, it's in like half, right? No, it's
she holds it in her hand and it heats up and she drops it, and that's when it breaks into.
So fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then this is where we get the entire shootout thing, where like Eric gets shot, and then Morgana picks up his pistol and shoots the guard.
He also takes off his mask before ever leaving. Like, I feel like, don't expose yourself. You're not even out yet.
This is like one of the least likable protagonists we've had.
Morgana?
And we just did knife plus heart.
Oh, that is saying something. Oh my God.
That is actually saying something.
I think she is just very bland.
Yeah, I think
she's also a horrible person.
Oh yeah.
not a great person.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't have an answer. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
I do like the name Morgana though.
Oh,
Morgana is a
great name.
good name.
Well, it's such a like. I feel like see, this character is a cool character. We named them Morgana.
I think that's why I don't hate her. I guess I think that everyone just feels like a badly written character, so I'm kind of more indifferent. I'm like, oh yeah,
sure. To what's going on.
Yeah,
she's the cool, edgy girl,
right?
At first, anyways.
Yes.
At first, more than meets the eye.
Yeah, she murders the guard, and then like Eric's like, "Go, get out of here, leave me." So she bolts. So as Eric is laying there, the fire opal begins to like pulse, and so we got some squishy body horror shit that's like changing in size and shape, and then this fucking weird sinewy thing straps onto the wall, and then like
Gentacles.
I don't know.
The gentacles.
I miss our baby Djinn. Let's get him growing back up.
I mean,
oh, you don't like this weird little creature?
Oh my
God, this
God,
little thing,
dude! The selling point that this guy's like, you should totally trust me, and he's all fucking withery. He reminds me of the dude in Beetlejuice, like that burnt to death, like he's smoking the cigarette.
Oh
like he's
yeah,
all charred and like,
sure.
It's this, but condensed into like the size of a Pomeranian. Like he's just doing this, like, no, you should fucking come on, let me help you.
It's so interesting because he starts as like a face in the wall,
which
that's
is
like
so
a normal
funny
size
to
head.
me.
That's hilarious too.
Yes. He's
That's
like,
when he first pops in. Is like, hey.
Oh my God. Like, what are you doing, dude?
And then you're like, okay, so he's gonna like come out of this thing here. Then all of a sudden, this tiny little hand starts coming out too, and he's like this weird little creature.
God.
Oh yeah, for
It's a
sure.
choice.
I had some funny, weird little creature that I adored.
It just looked like a walking
I don't even
zit.
remember.
I mean, if you're into
Does he
funny
looks
little
like a-
creatures that you might adore, this Wishmaster 2.
Opposite of a turtle. This is, you want to
I
just
mean,
take him home and
You
just
could
keep him alive.
Disney-fy it. Just give them big, like, big eyes.
Big eyes.
It'll be
yeah.
a cute
yeah.
little thing.
Like a nice little sparkle in their eye.
And he has like that T-Rex thing of like, I've got a big head and little arms.
Oh, yeah.
Little
Oh,
gore
it'd be cute.
splats
This is
everywhere.
Mike
sinews and shit.
Wazowski right
Oh my
here.
God, it is Mike Wazowski.
This is him in real form. The Wishmaster just brought him to life.
Do you know Mike Wazowski? He was based on me.
Oh, yeah. I like
It's
the
a
idea of
true
the...
story. We've
The Djinn
learned to
has to tell
power our
everyone.
monsters off laughter.
I will grant you one wish, but first, have you heard of Mike Wazowski?
Have you seen Monsters Inc. or Monsters University?
The fact that the Djinn is just so into Pixar is very I don't know. I just follow it. That makes sense
Makes
to
sense.
me.
They only have one channel in the Fire Opal, and it's the Disney channel.
You know, this really reminds me of Toy Story 3 when the toys were at the dump.
Anyway, what was your wish?
Sorry, I went on a tangent there.
Would you like to go to Pizza Planet?
Oh my god.
The claw.
So no one ever wishes for Pizza Planet.
It is my only wish.
That's like the one wish she would give, and it'd be like totally like happy and perfect, authentic to Pizza Planet. No problems. You'd have a great
Yep.
time, but just no one wishes for
Nobody
it.
wishes for it, and that's the one he doesn't take your soul. He's just like, you
Exactly.
know what?
Right.
Freebie, bro.
He gives you a few souls.
He's
like, here, take some of mine.
Take some of mine. You don't have any? Here's some of mine.
And if you pick up one of the guys in the claw machine, you get a soul.
Ooh, so Eric decides to say the worst thing to a soul-sucking genie you could possibly say, and that is, "I wish I was never born."
Mm-hmm.
And we get this,
yeah.
yeah, and then he turns into a fucking Tool music video, and he's just doing this like, like this. He's just shaking his head like, and we kind of get like him to teenager to tween,
While the Djinn is just there
toddler,
going
to fetus, as you wish.
Were you disappointed when there wasn't a little puddle of
Goo
semen?
puddle?
Yeah, goo puddle.
Yes. I was
There
just
needed
you
to
beat
be
me
a-
to it 100%.
Like, even if we're not like, just give me the splooge pile, give me the primordial ooze.
We
You
need
know
to
what I mean?
remember
Like-
how to make it gooier at the end to this.
That's how.
This-
Yeah, Eric. We need more Eric goo. A helping heaping bucket of Eric goo.
So he does it.
So he does, and that's all he needed to kind of get a little pep in his step. And the Djinn is now full size and in his human form, and he kind of like gestures. And he gets like the opal and he fuses it, puts it together, and then we get the weird, confusing freeze. And then he says,
Did you say freeze?
and he goes, yes, freeze.
what?
Done.
What?
And then the police officer freezes solid. What the shit?
You can't ask a question
Immediately.
and then immediately answer. That's not fair.
Yeah. No. I was like, come on. Like, you did the cop dirty on that one. Because, like, that's like, what do you.
And what? It's only been like
What
5
even
minutes.
is the rule here? Yeah, like
Yeah,
what is
see, now the
rule
rules
for
are
this?
gone. Because
Hot
he
dog,
didn't even
get
say,
your
is that
hot
what
dog here.
Did you
Say
say
hot
hot
dog.
dog?
hot dog. Said dogs on fire everywhere. No, it's yeah, exactly. Because it's like he could have solved this plot hole by just saying, "Is that your wish to freeze?" And he goes, "Yeah," and like that literally it would have taken a 5-second dialogue.
I even took it
fix
back
that.
to be like, did he say, like, do you want to freeze or something like that, you know? But no.
No,
Even in that context, it just sounds funny. It just doesn't make sense.
It's awful.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
dude.
because like
And-
there's no way his desire obviously wasn't for himself to freeze like that, and
no.
there was no
Freeze
other
me.
wish. He never wished that anything was frozen.
Mm-mm.
It's
I don't know.
we're playing. Okay, I'm just saying when it comes to like Djinn logic, we were playing very
So that's
fucking
strike
fast
one.
and loose
The rule book is
throughout this whole
out,
thing.
out of the
Out.
window.
I was
Yeah,
like, we just went
he's
from
wished
an
it out of
awesome,
existence.
weird little Djinn baby, Djinn monster baby thing. I'm on board. And then this happens. Well, at first I was also like, okay, this is...
Well, we also didn't get baby goo.
That's true. So I was kind of upset. But then I was like, I think I was kind of forgiving of the whatever bullshit that happens here, because I was like, okay, maybe we're just going to go to like scene to scene just to see like a different cool special effect that's going to be done to kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, they're doing an ice thing. Okay, cool. They wanted to show off how they could do some cool frozen effects. Whatever. Okay, we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the next thing.
I agree. Yeah, dude, I agree, because it's like, yeah, if you're, because again, if you're primed with Wishmaster 1, if the appetizer is going to be frozen and then the gag train is just going to continue with like more outrageous shit, I wouldn't be that mad about Djinn logic. But since we only get like a handful of actually gore deaths in this, I feel I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, we could have done something a little better.
This is also the part where he says,
the
time is come.
To fulfill the
He doesn't
prophecy.
say, at least the captions anyway, doesn't say the time has come. It says the time is come.
Oh,
the time is
The
come.
time has always come in this household.
Right. I just thought it was very apropos of our relationship.
In this opal, the time has always come.
It is to the brim. To the brim.
Right.
It's time for the come-o-meter.
That needs to be an added segment anytime we're on here with you guys.
Oh my God.
It's always true. Come.
It does.
I try my best, but it comes.
That needs to be like the end of episode thing. Like we can somehow measure it at the end of the episode.
Big release.
Yeah, how much was released in the episode?
In the come-o-meter. Oh God!
Hey, if you're just joining us, thanks for listening. Just jumping in right now, but
so 2 officers show up, and then we get the fucking dad joke of the year. He goes, "What's happened to that guy? He just needed to chill out."
He needed to chill out.
God, God damn it!
You know that was in the trailer. I feel like that was a trailer thing.
Absolutely in the trailer.
Ooh,
and
good
then
call.
I feel like, was that just a beeline for was it Batman and Robin? When did that come out?
Instant
With
to
all
freeze,
the,
Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
and stuff.
Freeze.
Freeze.
Where I'm like, that was just so short.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It'd be fun to
I wanna
learn.
rewatch it.
Well, here
I might have watched it last with Brian. Actually, I remember there was a time where we
that could be
watched
true.
a few of them. Yeah,
That sounds about right.
That
be
could or
funny.
could not be true.
Geez, I wonder if the timeline would. It probably doesn't match up. If this was like the testing, the people that did the special effects for the freeze footage in here went on to use that to get the role of making the special effects for Mr. Freeze. Just take that as canon. It's all true.
It's canon.
Same special effects.
that's it.
Trust,
Throw
Brian.
it on IMDb.
Sure, why not?
Might as well.
All right, so Morgana. Okay, so this whole back sequence to Morgana, like cleaning a gun and just like looking at pictures of her, at first thing I was like, is she gonna blow her brains out? Like, I just thought,
Very sad. She was very sad.
Yeah, I was just like, oh no, this is getting dark very quickly.
Though this was a little unfair for us because it's supposed to be very deep, but I think during the time when we were watching, we were like, he doesn't exist. You can't be sad.
I was thinking the same thing.
Exactly, because like you would think that like he was blooped out of existence, and then she's still looking at the fucking photo too.
Djinn.
No, Djinn. No. The Djinn did fuck up. He done fucked up on this.
Well,
one.
the Djinn, he just
Because there's
didn't make
nothing
him
on
never exist. He just reversed him into nothingness.
Nothing.
And I like how it's like brought up. Goes, I haven't heard anything. There's nothing on the news. There's nothing about him and all this. Where you're like, you gave us other plot things that he never existed. Now outside of like this photograph and your memory, you're really fucking me up here. Like. That would be my one question. If, like, you know, the Comic Con would be like, could you please explain fully the Eric situation so I could get a
or
good
maybe
night's
make
sleep?
it interesting. So, well, does anyone else?
Yeah, don't think about it so hard. Next.
I mean,
Followed by,
she's the only one
why
I
do
can
you use
remember
jelly
that he
beans?
exists or something. Oh, yeah.
because she's the part of the prophecy.
Right.
Oh, no, because what's his name? Hunky Priest.
Hunky Priest.
Hunky Priest is like, he wasn't good for you.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying it'd have been interesting if
They could have, yeah.
they
Oh,
could
yeah,
have
'cause
done that so that she
made
was
it
the
more
only one that
interesting.
actually
The only
remembered
one
him, and
remembered
everyone
him.
was like, "You're crazy. That person never existed."
Okay,
See,
yeah.
that would be good. See, that would make this
Just
movie
to
good.
play
That
off
would've made
that a little
sense.
bit more, but no, they
Oh,
didn't
but-
think there was not that much
David,
thought into it.
in the director's own words, it's kind of dumb.
I think it's kind of dumb. So let's just be fun and enjoy it. Fuck off.
Enjoy it. Fuck off.
I was trying to make a good movie, and then I saw it and was like, whoops.
Oh,
Better
my
luck
God. All right,
next
so-
time.
There's
so
always
the
Wishmaster 3.
Watchers
All right,
really
so-
love Wishmaster 3.
It's gonna be
I
our favorite.
doubt it.
Ooh, maybe that might
but-
be our hidden gem.
It's Wishmaster 3, the wish for more money.
Yeah,
Ooh.
nice.
See,
Depending
if it
on
was
how bad it is, it might be my favorite one.
right? All right, so the Djinn as Nathaniel is being questioned by police. So he's just gonna take the fall for
Mhm.
the burglary and the murders. He acted alone, even though they're like, but there's no gun, there's no paintings, and he's like, "That's your problem. I don't know. I left it there, so fuck you,
Mhm.
whatever." I do kind of like how you don't get the manipulation that happens, I think, in the first Wishmaster, he tries doing in this one, where he's like, "Don't you wish this was more interesting?" And he's just like, "Fuck you, man. Get you fuck out of here."
Oh, the whole interrogation scene and everything.
I
of him,
did
yeah,
love
just
that
trying
the
to-
cop
Yeah.
was doing what a cop would do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
And like, he's just kind of like, no? Okay, that's fine. So basically he's taking the fall. He's going, we got a genie going to jail. Morgana is watching TV. She sees the thing about the robbery,
Mhm.
how Nathaniel's taking the drop for it. And then, they kind of show the illusion of the damaged Persian statue. And then they kind of give this kind of just a nice MacGuffin clip of just kind of some of the stuff from the first movie. And then just a nice little seasoning on top so we can have another freak out for Morgana. Then we have the just the wife and two kids of the guy of the security
Oh
guard.
yes, we got to
So,
learn about the person that she shot and killed or whatever.
Yes.
And
yes,
yeah,
because
so
that's
he's the
gonna
husband
That's
of
gonna
father.
circle back.
It's gonna be important.
It's gonna be important.
Remember that.
I won't. I won't
Remember that. I'm not going. I'm not going to. But
Sorry.
you're gonna say it a shit ton of times, and I'm gonna forget every single time that it happens. Oh my God! All right, so
I mean, yeah, this is all the boring shit that you just mentioned. All the Morgana just having these weird dreams and then eventually going to the priest is just all so boring of them trying to figure
it
anything
really
out.
is.
Yeah.
And
It makes-
in
it makes
between
no
there,
sense.
we finally get a little thing of here at the prison when we finally get something
Yes.
seemingly happening again.
Yeah. So we have Nathaniel, and then the guy's kind of again, don't try to steal the genie's shoes, because why don't you think bigger than that? So you got this guy kind of freaking out, and then kind of just yelling at the Djinn. The Djinn is kind of just like, why not? And he goes, cool. Oh, you're a fucking genie. Okay, you're fucking genie. All right. I want to walk through the bars and then through he goes, all right, cool. Wish granted. And then we get one of probably my favorite deaths in the movie, because this guy goes through the bars, having his head pop like that. Oh, my favorite, because the first time watching it, I audibly went, ugh, was when his shoulders snap back.
Mm-hmm.
That sound was just ooh, good, because I was not prepared for the unschlock that was this. They blew the budget on some of these deaths, and then everything else was just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
It still looked a little
compared
hokey,
to
but-
everything else. We haven't the first one he turned into a baby, the next guy got frozen, and now this guy's pushing his skeleton out of his skin through the bars of a jail. It's just so much more extreme so quickly.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
It's really
okay, all right, we're going
in balance
full
if you think
throttle.
about it, with the storyline that they're going for, and
Indeed.
then just this, I'm like, it's not matching up. I can't get the tone right. But I personally,
right.
I thought that it was going to be more just push his skin through the bars,
Like a
and,
slap chop type
yeah,
thing.
kind of thing.
Get cubed.
Oh, yeah.
But then I was
Yeah.
like, I was very shocked to see him be rammed in between the bars. I was not expecting that.
The
I agree,
fucking
and I love the little hip shake as it's trying to get the rest of the body through.
let's get outta here.
that little gut shimmy. Also, the meat flop when the body just drops on the opposite end.
It's a good flop.
Although again, fucking genie logic, he did not walk through the fucking front door.
He didn't walk out the front
seen-
door.
I was
I would've-
really hoping it was
hoping-
gonna like sort of
Get up.
reanimate.
Yes.
Damn,
God, that would have been so
Bernie's.
good.
They should have cut something else out of here to afford to do that.
Right.
Or like they needed to
Have some good ideas.
going first through the bars, like he's only like halfway, like he's really injured and like still suffer. Like they extend something there.
Yeah,
but yeah, I
give me
think
that.
they're
Like, if
you
this is
gotta
one of the
complete
best
the wish
kills-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just almost like a possession, like his mangled legs are just dragging through the halls. Like,
But it
going
would be
through
a
would
really
just-
funny running gag if we like throughout the movie while we're going to
Just see
different
him.
scenes, we just see him walking around in the back.
That would be so funny.
just aimlessly walking
Just
around.
aimlessly.
Oh my god! Yeah, because now he doesn't have any eyeballs.
Yeah.
so he doesn't know which direction to go. So he's just aimlessly walking the fucking prison.
I genuinely think we need to make our own Wishmaster horror
I think we
comedy.
would do
Write
such
it
a better
list.
job. Oh my
Oh,
god, we would
yeah.
be so good at this.
We would crush it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Wishmaster
Add it to the
5.
list.
Evil
If
still
thi-
alive.
If this is the Domino series, if this is the
Again.
Domino series,
Evil,
By
but
four-
better. But
Somehow
better.
Do you know
evil
how-
returned.
do you know how cheap the Wishmaster fucking IP must be at this point? Where we'd be like, all right, $20 a ham sandwich.
They're gonna pay
we'll come up with
us
something
to
great.
do it.
Please, we've been trying to offload this. Someone
You're
take
interested?
Please, someone do this.
it. Yeah.
Oh my god! All right,
I'll
so
look into
Morgana
it, guys. I'll
goes.
look into it.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right. So Morgan. Oh, also in between that, like we're also trying to get like the first movie, like flashes of like Morgana like freaking out while this is happening.
Oh, yeah.
Just yeah.
I
which
forget that they
goes
get
on
visions,
to-
right? Our finer girls.
She
Yes.
yeah.
Just well, this is just like so over the top. All right. So Morgana goes to church to pray and try to find some answers, but she serendipitously goes. She goes to this guy
Oh, yeah.
Greg. Oh, Father Greg, Papa Greg, who is a former, I'm assuming partner. They don't
Yeah.
even really go into like, yeah, it's like they
Yeah,
already get
because he was afraid of their love, so he ran off to the church or
Church.
something.
Afraid of your love.
I'm so afraid of your
Your
love
love is so
And
scary.
and your touch.
It terrifies me.
And then
I mean,
like,
your name's Morgana, and my name's Greg. How could we ever work?
and this gets so like fucking like moody. I don't who wrote. I mean, I know who wrote it, but it's like. He goes, do you believe in, I mean, it's silly, but like, do you believe in Satan because of God? And you're like, I'm a fucking priest. Like, of course, like, what? Yeah, maybe. And then being like, well, Eric's dead. And he like kind of just goes, I mean, it's a little nice. But he goes, good. Good. I'm glad he's fucking dead. Because
Hunky
he
priest.
shouldn't be with you.
What are you doing?
You're like, God damn, dude. Like, you're being brutal. This
You're supposed to be priest-like and hunky. That's your job.
yeah.
You're only doing half of it.
He's just doing bicep curls with big Bibles. Just
I wish he was a sleeveless priest in Hunky. That would have been a lot.
There
more-
we go.
He
Yeah.
will be in our fucking version.
Damn straight.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like the fact the only time you get to see him like pretty much half naked is when he's crucified. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, give me some.
But we do
That's
get him
amazing.
shirtless
they
at some
did him
point.
dirty.
Yeah. Say what?
I think they did him dirty with the crucifixion showing. I don't think that was in his best life. Light.
Do you think that the
We'll
Yeah.
give him a
Do you
hunky
think they-
look. He
Do
was
No,
you
all
think
yeah.
hunky.
the actor came on stage on that scene and just was like looked up at the cross and went, "Really? Really? I got to do that?"
Oh
what
my
I'm
god.
Well, I think they were probably excited
I
for it.
think
Said
he
they
knew
had
it was
fun.
coming.
Yeah, they had fun. They thought they were
Oh
making
my
a good
God.
movie.
And then
I mean,
they
you always
watched
do,
it.
right?
yeah, man.
I had
We'll
this.
bring them
weird-
back
okay,
for
so-
ours. All original
Yes.
characters from all the series.
Oh hell yeah!
So I'm gonna spill my load here. I'm gonna.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
all right, hold on. it runneth over.
I like the idea that all the Wishmasters are their own individual Djinn from each universe. So then the fifth one, we can bring 4 Djinn Wishmasters together. They're not actually related. They're all from different
How are we
universes.
going to bring them together?
I don't know. The
And we just-
prophecy, the ultimate prophecy.
No, we'll call it-
Oh yeah, the alternate prophecy.
The ultimate.
We'll call it
Ultimate prophecy.
We'll call it the Djinn Rummy.
Fulfill
or
the
something
alternate
like that.
prophecy.
Djinn-mageddon.
How
That
can
way
that
we
be
can
an
have-
alternate prophecy?
Or at least have the 2 different actors. So there's only maybe 2 Djinns. So we get them like playing off each other. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah.
Well, we got to get to 3 and 4 and see how that Djinn acts.
Are 3 and 4 the same actor?
The same Djinn?
Same Djinn?
I don't know. That's a
know.
good question.
Oh.
I can get you the answer.
I don't know about you guys, but when Morgana said she's looking for answers, she just doesn't know the questions yet, I audibly was just like, oh, fuck you. Oh, stop it. I don't know. I don't know why that aggravated me so much.
Kind
where
of
it's
already not paying enough attention or care to this movie at this point that like
you're just mentally checked out. You're like,
yeah,
all
I
right,
didn't even
give me the
register.
gore.
So
Okay, all right.
I'm going to take you on a journey. I just got really excited as I was going to find out our Djinn, if he was the same in 3 and 4.
Yeah.
When I saw that 4 was directed by Chris Angel.
What?
No,
No.
the Chris Angel.
No.
The
No.
Chris
Oh, exactly.
What?
Exactly.
That would
I
have
had
been
to watch
wild.
it. Yeah. I went
Yeah.
there and I was
Can
hoping
you
so
imagine
hard
what the
that when
mind
I
freak
clicked
would
on
have done
that.
to us?
Yeah, right? I want to see the Mind Freaks Wishmaster.
The true Djinn.
That's the name of his next stage show.
Yeah, the Wishmaster. Oh my god!
He goes
All right.
in
I just
full
came
Djinn
here.
makeup.
He's like, yeah, he comes out. He's like,
I just traveled here outside of this gemstone. I've been living in here.
It starts off on stage the whole time as the audience filtering in. There's just a gemstone on stage.
Yeah.
Oh.
With like just a lone light on it. And then like all of a sudden the show starts and I was like, what's going on? Out of the gemstone, Chris Angel as the
Who
Djinn
rubbed
appears.
me?
That's actually kind of genius. You go into the audience
Oh, I
and
know.
you ask wishes and shit.
Yeah, what's your wish?
It's
Hey,
genius.
can you rub my opal for a little bit?
genius. Yeah.
Thanks. Will you fulfill my prophecy? All right, so now we get the prison yard where we get 2 prisoners discussing their bum
That
raps.
actor looked familiar. I meant to look him up. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no
That
worries.
little guy look
Um,
familiar to anybody?
Yes, I've seen him in a
Which
few.
one was
I
it?
can't tell you from what it was. Not the one who was
The
banging
little
his
tattooed
sister-in-law.
guy.
Yeah, he
The-
did. I
tells
couldn't
him he
remember
wants
what
his
he was
lawyer
from.
to do
Yeah.
So he so the guy's basically saying he got pulled over and then it was all false things, but his fucking lawyer's a big piece of shit. So he goes, so my lawyer should go fuck himself. And then
Oh my god.
Mr. Nathaniel, hearing this, literally goes, well, do you want him to go fuck himself? I can arrange that. And he's like, the fuck you mean? And then he goes, for your soul. And then he just kind of goes like, fuck it, do it. Which I audibly was like, ooh, okay, all right, this might get real disgusting and fucking weird. Let's do it.
I like the idea. I like the start of it where the lawyer's like, you know what? I screwed up. I can actually get you off. Everything's going to go great. Uh-oh. Oh.
One of them, he like crosses his eyes. He's like,
So then here's the thing. Okay. Sam,
The way
we were
his
kind of
legs
talking about
turn?
this. The way his legs turn, how does that facilitate anything assisting
fucking
in
yourself.
him?
That's
fucking- or
what I
fucking
was
yourself?
wondering too.
I mean,
I'm like,
Yeah.
It doesn't.
there's nothing there to really penetrate yourself with, unless you're
Really?
breaking
Listen.
bones.
Wouldn't it be the
Oh, he
best way
did.
to make
I mean,
his
it's-
wiener grow? Like really, really long?
To
then
like
shove
just
it up
go
his
own
around.
just like
or
curve,
like just move its placement on his body.
Yeah.
I would
But-
say
but
maybe
this
like
is
sit
also
on your
say-
heel.
This is Djinn logic. He's like, how do I make this more confusing than it
This is
needs to be?
Wishmaster 2 Djinn logic.
Yeah, he's just like, "Pfft, all right, you want a show? I'm gonna give you a show.
I mean, it was really just like they like just pretzeled him up, and then we're just
Made him
supposed to
hump
know
himself.
because he goes, "Ugh."
He's kind of like moving forward, like he's
It's
And
so
I thought,
funny. It's so
and I thought he was
ridiculous.
supposed to get me off.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I mean, technically, would fingering yourself be fucking yourself?
No, you're fingering yourself.
No.
I guess that would be fingering.
No, you'd be
yeah.
no, you'd be flicking yourself.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, I guess
It
if you
could
get
be.
the prostate, maybe. Right?
We could like reach up there. Maybe bend him
So,
forward.
Yeah.
Don't
So what
know.
you're saying is that you have to punch your prostate to really fuck yourself.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Wait, so does he like get fucked to death? Is he okay?
That's what I'm wondering.
mean,
What
it's-
is the
it's
conclusion?
unclear.
He
It
seems to
It
be
just
okay.
Ends.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that he's
I don't think-
okay.
okay.
But
I was like,
I don't know that
best-
he died.
I mean,
Best case
Well,
scenario,
here's the
he's
thing.
stuck inside himself backwards for the rest of his life.
Doctors are studying him.
Once he starts the process, he's not having a bad time. Seemingly, like when he's starting
Everyone
the process
else is
of
just
it.
uncomfortable. So
Yeah, it seems like everyone else is having a
Just
worse
like,
time
Oh
than
my
he
god!
is.
The guard. He immediately gets the guard, and the guard comes in and does nothing. He's just like black jawed.
Okay,
What do you do?
but Sam, I was gonna say, if you walk
Calling
in and
more
a man's,
guards. You guys got to
man's-
see this.
and a man's basically fucking himself to death, I don't know what I would do. It's like, because it's not fight or flight. It's
Pull out my
fight,
phone.
flight, or freeze.
I mean,
Well,
for
this is
real,
1999.
submit it to America's
phones.
Funniest Home Videos.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Bob
God.
Saget talking over
Bob
that would
Saget's
be-
gonna
Oh
love
my
this shit.
god.
with some like wait, like
Yeah, it's just got like sound effects.
I do
this
feel
movie
bad
has
for
fucking sound effects.
I
So
do feel
it
bad
wouldn't
for
be
the
out of
guy,
place to
though.
have it.
because he keeps
Yeah.
during this well, the guy getting fucked, but like the guy who came there for the lawyer also,
Yeah.
which is like my case. What
He's
about
like,
my
"Oh, no.
What about my
What
case,
about
man?
my case?"
And he's just getting fucked by himself.
Stop fucking yourself. What about my case?
right? Although it's funny to
Be
me
careful what you wish for.
is that if he already laid out, that was the kind of like the Law and Order where I was like, okay, if the lawyer has already laid out why it's illegal, all this, and has done the research. Even if this guy died, it's all in his briefcase. Another lawyer could have looked at that and gotten him out of jail.
Nah.
And I mean, he should have.
But
he
he fucked
he's not.
himself.
He's obviously not a good lawyer. I would have said he probably should have already started that process.
Oh yeah, instead of just
And,
gloating
like,
about
if
it
you-
beforehand and then be like, I haven't told
Just go
a
ahead and
single
start
soul
doing
and wrote
that.
it down, but it's all in my noggin right here.
Anyway, we don't know what happened to him.
No, no idea.
Well, obviously, it didn't get the guy out because later on we see that he's still in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
So
yeah, because he gets his exactly. Because when the soul sucking comes a reaping, we see it kind of like, oh no.
Well, and I'm sure that's a long process though to prove him and get him out.
That's true.
The judicial
Well,
system doesn't exactly
our
move
version-
swiftly.
in our version, he finishes with like a super load that shoots through his head or
Shoots
something,
his-
and that's how it kills him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Super load. All right, so we get Morgana with some like fucking night terrors and like the claws under beds and shit like that. And so she's so freaked out, she starts doing some of the Persian mythology, which we get the Amanda hug and kiss and the
Mhm.
other ridiculous. And then so we kind of we're now air quotes brought up to speed on some of the stuff we learned from the first movie. So it's
What's his name? Something Mazda?
what's his name? That guy? Aurora Mazda.
Aurora
yeah, there we go.
Mazda.
And then Greg
It's like
shows
a model.
Greg shows up, and I love the fact that this is the one thing I kept in this for the mistakes. Apparently she shows up and then turns around and goes, and like he's like because she's kind of doing like a half Sharon Stone thing with her dress.
Well, she
And
has her like knees kind of buckled
Oh,
with like a
yeah.
cigarette, just
Yeah.
staring at him.
Yeah.
And then
No bra.
she goes, are you afraid of a woman with no makeup? Well, heavily in makeup. And to the point where it's at
She's all
like,
done up.
There's a slew of mistakes in this movie, and that was the first one. They
Oh
said
no.
Oh, that's Shrek 2.
Oh.
right there.
I was gonna say that was the first one.
Right.
No, the first one was ever I said strike one for. I remember I just said that, but I don't remember for what.
No backward semen.
Freeze.
No Benjamin Button semen.
It was for freeze.
Oh, yeah,
freeze.
Benjamin Button semen. Oh, it was for free? One of those. I'll take either one.
So now, yeah, we get this whole added dialogue of like Morgana just talking about, I've got nightmares. Greg comes in to apologize for just kind of like fucking blowing off her fucking partner's
Being
death.
so mean about, yeah.
Like, sorry, I was a shit while I was, on duty, but
That wasn't cool.
That wasn't cool.
Not cool. of
My
me.
bad. She goes, well, if we're opening up, I just want to let you know that this guy's going to take a bum rap for my death because I shot that guy and we're all kind of fucked up and I'm the one who does this. And I love the fact that Greg in this kind of goes like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
As he should.
As he should.
Yeah.
He goes, I just came to apologize. Oh, God. Okay.
Now you're
But
an
I was
accomplice.
right. I guess I was right. Good. He did suck.
Yeah.
He was a
Yes.
bad influence.
Yeah. So
I rescind my apology.
so now Greg's like, you gotta like turn yourself in or like do something because like, oh my God.
Well, he's like, that's not godlike. You need to.
An innocent man is in jail.
He goes, but I don't think he's innocent. I don't know what he is. So this is when
I've been seeing him in my
dreams. Well, get out of my dreams and into my prison because Morgana gets there to visit this dude. God. All right, so we kind of get interrupted. Osip is now in this scene where he's kind of like trying to be friendly with him. And then because at this point, like people are kind of just like avoiding him, which is weird because it's like, I don't know what's going on with the Djinn in prison because there's certain scenes where like, obviously he's reaping the benefits of being in prison because everybody wants something, but there's definitely scenes where people are literally physically running away from him when they see him.
Well, I think now he's like, well, somebody says like you did something to this guy. And that's weird. It came true. I don't know about you.
Even the devil has to have any friends.
Eventually, he has to leave because nobody will do it anymore. It's like, my consumer base is running low.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah. So we get the Djinn gets a visitor and then they kind of like see each other. It's weird. A whole lot of smiling in this. And because I told like we met at the art gallery. Now, it's like, why did you confess to the fucking robbery? And he basically is kind of like, well, I need to fulfill this prophecy, so I need souls, so I'm just gonna sit here and like you set me free. And then God. And she kind of gets like a weird shot of him in like full Djinn kind of thing. She freaks out. And then kind of, is this the scene where like he kind of does this like weird whisper thing to her? So like there's this weird telekinetic, like, don't worry, I'll see you in a little bit. Take care. And she's like, what the fuck?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So why does he decide to go? What's the plan? Why is he in prison? Why does he care about keeping her out of prison?
So I think I think the entire pretense is that he needs 1,001 souls, which also makes no fucking sense to me because in the first movie, he did not have 1,001 souls. And
sure, I'm fine with the premise. He needs the souls.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so
But
he's just like, oh, well, if I confess to this, I'm literally stuck in a building with hundreds of people that I can take their souls, especially if you're going fast and loose with how quote unquote you're granting wishes. Because if a cop says freeze, I feel like you could say fucking almost anything around this dude. He's like, yes, it's done.
Right. I feel like in this situation, based on some of the things he does and in his wish granting powers later on in the film, it seems like he should be able to get a lot more souls than he feels that he gets out of
Then he
here.
ultimately does. He gets about 200.
About 200 souls. Yeah, because I mean, like we get into like this.
Well, I guess I don't know how many people are in the prison. That's a good call. Like if this is like
that is true.
Well, he gets about 200.
Yeah.
So if that's out of 400, if he gets half of the souls in there, I'd say okay, he did good. But if there's like 1,000 people, if there's 1,001 people in there, and he's not going for all of them.
I also like it, like in this upcoming scene too, where like he changes his tactics.
It doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't make none of this. The logic train is not working in this movie for most of it. I mean, but it's funny
Stuck
that
in the station.
Yes. Was Demarest is using like different tactics now, which I find kind of funny, where he goes, oh, so you want this man dead? It'll cost you your soul and a pack of smokes. And he goes like, yeah, and he goes, sold. He's like, all right, great. And then I kind of glazed over it, but there's another big dude in the prison who kind of runs it. He's got these two henchmen that of like practicing like martial arts
karate
and stuff.
at each other.
Yeah.
These twins, right? They look.
Well, in the opening shot of the scene,
yeah, they're definitely like
was just so funny to me too, because he like is underlit while everyone else is overlit.
Yes.
He's got evil
He's
lighting.
like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he's sitting there, and obviously he's like, I want the drugs. I want to get wasted. And then he goes, just smash,
Tore up from the
Floor
floor
up.
up.
destroyed.
I also got a little confused at this point because I think they were referring to each other as like brother or something, and I was confusing like brother then
To like
brother.
my
I'm like,
actual brother.
is this a fellow Djinn or like what is happening right
That
now?
would have been
Yeah.
a good plot
You
twist.
think you can be here doing wishes in my territory? I'm the Wishmaster in this prison.
I really truly thought that.
Oh man, I mean,
Yeah, I was hoping for something better here than him just getting kicked around a bunch and bloodied up a little bit. Like,
yeah,
I was expecting some weird thing where his legs would end up on some sort of machinery where he would start getting tore up
Give me
from
like
the floor up.
Give me like
or
the
something falls and smashes on him repeatedly and we get mangled.
Well,
Like,
it's like give me the mangler.
Gets
Like
beat up by
you're
his
in the
friends.
fucking laundry room. Like or get like into like the washing machine and get like rolled up and then thrown onto the floor and then like,
Oh yeah.
or honestly, even his two henchmen just like pounding him into the concrete to death. You know what I mean? Instead of just like
smashing
punching
him
him
more, doing
flat.
something a little more. Like it.
Yeah. I need to have this guy comedically pancaked to the ground. You know what I mean?
And just
Like,
peeled off.
yeah. We just this
In
we
a
just
movie where later on someone starts farting out coins, I think it wouldn't be that far-fetched to have someone pancake to the
It's what
ground.
I'm fucking talking about. So he just kind of like gets beat up and
Our
then,
movie's gonna have 5 times as many people farting out coins.
yeah. A fart apocalypse.
Still gonna have it. So
Okay, so Tilavar breaks up the scene and then kind of is like, I'm gonna put you in the hole. And I like the comment where he goes, I've been in a hole for 3,000 years. And you're just like, stop it.
I did like that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, haha.
So Morgana starts doing more research. She finds more stuff about the Djinn. And then she finds more about the king's alchemist created the stone of the sacred fire and imprisoned the Djinn inside of it. So basically, Ahura Mazda was supposed to like just keep the Djinn imprisoned in the space between worlds so they can't escape and bring about a ginormous apocalypse, as we kind of saw a glimpse of in the first film. I guess she learned too much because we got like Death from Final Destination just show up to her apartment and fuck up all of how many pieces of paper were in her apartment. Did you notice like it was a comedic amount of paper just explodes in her house?
I don't even remember this.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm right there with you, Sam.
Yeah, it's the only reason I want to bring it up because like she's doing a research like whatever, and then all of a sudden it's just this ginormous gust of like, and just like she got accepted to Hogwarts invitation amount of just shit.
But
everywhere.
her uncle won't let her get the
the
letters,
letters.
so it's all blocked
all
off.
over the place. Exactly.
Mhm.
Greg comes back the next day. Then she finds she's like, I found this fire opal. So he's like, you know,
She just thought it was really cool.
yeah. He goes, this is super cool.
That's a fire opal.
So this is like a back and forth. And then he's like, well, I need to go see this man. So
I do like that so far. He's like sexy priest, sexy gardener.
Yo, this gardening scene's so funny because he is not doing anything. He's like taking dirt out of a pot. It's
He's
so
just like-
funny. I noticed on my second watch, I was like, what's he actually doing here? And there's a pot with a plant in it, and he's like
just
taking dirt out of it.
He's trying to be a well-rounded priest. That's all.
They're like, yeah, here, go do
Sometimes
something.
you just got to transfer your dirt, man.
And that's another, we'll have great nonsense scenes of people doing nonsensical busy work during their dialogue.
So, all right, yeah, Greg goes to the prison, and we have this whole back and forth between him and the Djinn, and he starts using fucking like the Morgana voice. Fantastic. He goes, "I believe you now." So now Greg acquires a goddamn book. We also kind of get this. I thought it was kind of fun. The Djinn shadow in the shower. I thought, which is woo boo, and then I was like, nice, okay, fine. So Greg's boo. Greg's got a book.
Does the Djinn in this one look slippery, wet?
Well, slippery when wet.
You know what? Sergio,
Well,
I would say
no,
it looks
he's-
a little drier compared to the last one, right?
No, I think in
I
this
think
one
he's a
like,
little
Or am I
wet.
reversing
Well,
it?
it's weird. He's smoother.
Or
And I don't
maybe
know-
it's smooth.
Smooth
Or shiny?
Hey, listeners, what do you
Slick.
think? Is the Djinn dry or wet in this one?
Well,
Do we got a wet
prefer
Djinn?
your Djinn dry or
wet? Exactly.
That's the real question.
And if the Djinn is
Well, if it's
dry,
dry, you
should
gotta
he be
spit on
wet?
it.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
the
don't
world
know.
does not know.
I'm not
The
a
world is
Djinn
not
guy.
ready for that.
Yeah, he seems smooth and
I've
like
never met a
oddly
Djinn.
ribbed, and I don't think it's for your pleasure.
Oddly ribbed.
Oddly ribbed.
Oddly
Ooh.
ribbed for your
He's
pleasure.
got so many nooks and crannies in this one. All right, so this is where they find out about the Djinn's purpose. He got, he's got to grant 1,001 wishes, claim the 1,001 souls, and then he goes to the person who woke him up and 3 wishes, and then bada bing, bada boom, and all of the stuff. We got it. Yeah, you know. So, man, we get this. They got to figure out like why take it in human forms and just.
It's all this dumb exposition shit. This is so boring. Her needing to become a good person.
Yes. Okay. So it goes on.
Is this why she cuts off her finger?
This why she cuts off her finger and like
she does all the Hail
washes
Marys.
her hair.
She lets like priests
Takes the braids out.
motorboat like the cloth on them and stuff like that, and like we've got elder priest. It's all this like
it's her
purification,
returning
rituals.
the art. It's like because that's why she needs that so that she can be pure of heart or whatever at the end to say her little thing to trap him.
I was like, wow, they're leaning heavy into this. You gotta be a good girl.
She's still robbed a
It
bank,
upset me.
though.
Yeah, I was like,
It-
what is
it
the
honestly-
messaging that they're trying to tell us here?
It kind of
Maybe they're
pissed
Catholic,
me off.
you know, you just do your penance, confess.
Well, it's also like you
cut off your finger.
You can
But
also
it's so strange. While like,
Listen, what you did was bad, so you're gonna have to cut off a finger.
Well, all the evil is in the pinky.
Only a
Everyone
pinky,
knows
though.
that.
It's only a pinky, so it's like
But it's this weird like it's like I understand you gotta like quote unquote purify yourself, but like you don't have to be Amish. Like it's this, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna take out my fucking lip ring
puritanical,
and like you're
look,
like
yeah,
you could still fucking rock a lip ring and still be a good person. Like what?
it's just funny to
what
me
kinda-
that we have all of this while like
Not-
the Djinn is making people fuck themselves. Like
Yes!
in the other scene,
we get a
you
guy
know?
fucking himself, and then
Let's
we
go
get
back to that.
weird, for better choice of words, this weird Catholic guilt of just like like shame.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why? What is all of this? Why? I don't understand anything.
you could still have a way of her like asking for forgiveness of herself for the
Yeah.
sins, quote unquote, that she's committed. But having to do, I don't care, cut off a pinky as well. But like, the whole character change. I was like, you took away. I like the cool. I mean, again, she's not a great character, but I'm like,
At least she was edgy.
I like a cool, edgy character. Yeah, I mean, I'm like going to be immediately drawn to that. So you change that, and I'm like, great.
Well, now she's just a fucking jerk. All right, so now fucking Deverst is kind of bored with the fucking. He's like, all right, well, I've kind of expunged. I have about like 200. I got to get some more. I got to get the fuck out of here. So we get the guard asking, like, I just wish I could dance with you for like 1 minute or something, fucking whatever. And then he's
slow
like,
dance with you for 1 minute Compton style.
yes. And then he just shows up somewhere in the prison with the actual Djinn. He just like goes, ah!
Well, he goes like, shall we dance? And I'm like, okay, we're going to go into like a dance sequence, right? Like that's what
I was really expecting and hoping for it.
I was hoping for it.
Cut.
That's
Cut.
what we were missing.
We just get like a skin pile or whatever.
Strike 3, baby. Strike 3 right there.
Your
like,
regular
there's no-
schmegular skin pile.
There's no fucking musical number. Like, god damn it.
That would have worked so well.
You know where there will be? Our version.
Fuck yeah, it will
fuck
be.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
So
Chuddle Wagon presents Wishmaster 5. Nice.
God. And then also on top of that, we don't even get we get a skinned like body that is found, but like why not show this guy getting his skin ripped off? You showed us a full skeleton leaving a human body in the last installment. Like, give me a little bit of flaying.
He's
for
too
me.
big. His Debo. They couldn't like.
That's
we don't want
true.
to make prosthetics for this big.
It's
ass
gonna
Too
dude.
much
blow.
material. It's like at least double the material.
All right, so now in a nice brand new skin suit, he goes to Osip, who basically agrees to his request of Soul to get the fuck out of prison, and they bounce. The guards. Oh yeah, also doesn't he freezes time or something like that, right? When they walk out, I don't know, something.
I think it was like open sesame, I think, and then they
He
walk
just
out,
opens the door and they walk out or whatever. I don't fucking
and then
know.
they're good.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah,
Because that's what the guy wished to be able to walk out the front door was his wish, right?
Yeah. So like he's out. So
To some
all right,
extent, whatever, loosely.
yeah.
It was to get out of prison.
Yeah.
So, which is so god damn it! Like none of this makes sense. So like Morgana goes to Gregory, and then is like, oh my god, they fucking escaped. And then like she grabs a newspaper that has some Mount Etna volcano exploding.
Well,
that they
what's
don't
funny
even fucking,
is because right before though, the priest mentions he's like, well, if the apocalypse was coming, there would be signs of it, and I haven't seen any of those yet. And then it does cut to this, which was pretty
Eruption.
funny. That it's like there's something erupting right on the front page that they just totally gloss over.
yes.
but I gotta say, I think the Morgana Greg scenes I just like tuned out every time.
I think you.
I tuned out during most of them. I agree.
They're just like
boring.
Do you think it would have
There's
been?
no sexual
Just
tension.
give us Wishmaster. We don't need.
Yeah.
He's the protagonist. I don't need something.
What is
with
this?
somebody else?
Do you think it would have worked better if the Morgana stuff was like infused with the jail stuff some way? Just because they're so separated, and every time we go back to them, it's like, oh, they're still trying to figure it out. Like we're already steps ahead with the other side of everything.
No, I think it's to the point. It's like we was talking about with the Star Wars films, where it's like I think there was 3 distinct like 30-minute episodes of a prison drama, a weird romance, and then something else. And they were like, okay, we need to make a
Russian
film.
mob movie.
A Russian mob movie. And
Yeah.
like we're just gonna careen these all into like these non-fusible things and kind of slowly whittle through them. Yeah, because like even this makes no goddamn sense, because he's looking through, he goes, oh, Osip, and then the fuck he goes, wait a second, Osip murdered 2 people in my parish. I know exactly where he's hiding out. Where I'm like, what?
There's a bar I used to go to.
I used to go to.
when I was in the bad times, but now I'm a priest with my very large.
So irrelevant to Osip murdering fucking people in his parish, he's also partied at this clearly Russian gangster nightclub.
Yeah, it's called like Siberia Bar, Siberia.
He's like, what is it called? Siberia Bar.
Yes.
that's
Nice.
Russian naming.
And then, oh my god! And then you have fucking Osip that is on the fucking bar, just screaming and just
Yeah.
God,
Oh
As
my
you
God.
should be.
this is just too much. It's just all of this is too much. And then like the fucking Djinn is trying to talk with the fucking Russian mob boss. And then like he doesn't need anything, he doesn't want anything, and then this is when we get the fucking face switch. It's face off, but not face off. It's
Mm-hmm.
Mustafa.
He wants
He wants
Yeah.
he wants
bring me his head.
bring me his head, and like fucking, he goes, all right, cool. And then just turns him into Mustafa to the bane of, he's like, why? Oh, God.
Not Mustafa.
Not Mustafa.
Do you think it was just his head and the rest of his body was still the same?
Oh, interesting. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so. But I also would have, like, again, obviously it's not going to happen with the goddamn budget, but I would have liked the thing with two heads where he goes, give me the head of this. And then like a head grows out of his neck.
Yeah, that would have been
was
cool.
Mustafa, which I thought would have, yeah. But like this weird.
And they're just
See, that
like,
would have been fun
bickering
because
with
then
each
they'd
other.
bitch at each other because they're like
That
rival
would've been
gang
great.
members.
and
Again.
and each one controls half of the body, so like they're just punching each other with each other's fists.
It writes itself at this point.
It really does. Brian, I'm sorry to give you extra work while you're editing, but you're going to have to write
How
all
to
this
get the
down
right?
too.
I have to write this and get the rights to Wishmaster.
Oh my God. So yeah, now we kind of have this like fucking. Osip is like,
Oh, buddy, why are you still sad?
and then the Djinn's like,
I gotta get 800 more people, and I don't know how.
it's
Whoa.
it's a lot more than that. I'm sorry. This
really
movie is
prepped
so
for that.
fucking
It turned
weird.
into a Peanuts comic
Yeah.
strip.
Ah, gee whiz,
It's
guys.
like,
I
oh, hey, we got to my bit.
I need 800 more souls.
So the Djinn kind of like strong arms. He goes, no, I got this place you can get tons of souls.
True.
Yeah.
Good place to go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, god damn it. So Morgana rushes
Casino,
the nightclub and then shoots Demers, and then like apparently Djinn's blood is just worms. Cause like then he just holds, he's like
Nuggets that
And
he
he-
eats a little bit of.
eats him,
This
gnaws at
is
it a little bit.
I think this is the moment where I blacked out because I saw Morgana there, I was like, how does she know this? Was there information that she was told this? There probably was, but in real time, I was like,
I don't know.
There are multiple times in this movie where she goes on some very strange search engine that just magically has tons of answers. I'm sure that this is just in there somewhere.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Most of the
Oh,
time, we're
find
like,
my-
people- not everyone has the
Find my
internet.
Djinn.
Findmydjinn.com.
She got
Yeah.
Findmydjinn.com.
Mhm.
Right.
I
You're
like
right,
that.
Sam.
Yeah, instead of
She learned
Ask-
about it from the priest
instead of
and
Ask
went on there
Jeeves.
by herself.
Yeah. Instead of Ask Jeeves, it's
He's
Ask
like,
Jinn.
oh yeah, it's that Russian moth bar I used to
Good
drink
God.
at.
All the time.
She's like, all right, cool, I'll go there. See ya.
Yeah.
You don't come with
You
me.
guys literally
She's
just
like, I got something to do.
you guys literally just split my head in two right now in real time because Brian and Sam was talking about something and then Ross was talking about another thing. And I'm like, I am listening to both of you saying different things at the same time.
It's the power of Chuddle, baby.
I'm like, okay, I got
That's
it.
a
I'm caught
chill
up.
conversation right there. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh god. All right, yeah. So now we get the true form in our reality, and he is just like, come on, I'll give you a freebie. It's fine. And she just bails. She's like, fuck that. No.
Now, all this shit, again, is so boring. And the stuff when it finally gets interesting again is when we get to the casino stuff.
Yeah,
But
pretty
realistically, if you were going to reshape this specific movie, it's like, why have any of the prison stuff? Just have them get to the casino
Put
and
'em at
set
a
up
casino
shop
yeah,
right
right
away.
away.
set up shop
sooner.
there.
You want to talk
You
about a
could do a
place you
little
can be reaping?
If you feel alley kills to get them along the way, but then get
Yeah.
them in the fucking casino.
Because you don't
Have
need
fun
like
there.
this whole like
You get him to like get a job there and work his way up.
would be fucking great. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the prison stuff when there is a prison break and they're on the run and then it turns into this like chase where you have the Djinn and his maybe prophecy person and it heads to the casino as this big ending. I think that seems pretty exciting.
Like a big third act.
I don't
Yeah.
need the
you just
mob
need to
stuff.
focus on one thing more. Yeah, I didn't need the mob shit either.
I didn't need
That,
the
like,
Russian mob stuff.
But he made a bestie in prison. You can't
That
betray
is fun. He can make that bestie at the craps or the poker table when he's dealing. He meets the mob guy here. Like, that's how they can meet up. Like,
Yeah.
I think you can have fun with the mob guy, but yeah, get it or in the prison and like again cut out the casino or put it at the very very end
Yeah.
Yeah.
and focus
Keep
more on
Bokeem
something.
Woodbine though. Bokeem
Either way,
Woodbine is
Bokeem's
getting
gotta be in there
recast
more.
in 5.
Mhm.
Yes. I just I don't know.
I,
This movie's not perfect, guys.
it's a little dumb. Yeah. All right. So yeah, fucking Morgana, Greg, Church. I'm not pure enough. I killed a man. Fucking yeah. And then back at the club, Osip and Morgana and Gregory all talking and trying to figure shit out. And apparently she can't even fucking die because she gets shot, but like the bullet goes through her dress, but not her.
Yeah.
So now
I did like that Osip was like, "You're the thing that's gonna bring about the end of the world. Like, we just kill you, problem solved."
Yeah.
I was like, very good point.
That's maybe I glazed over that because I was too much logic for this movie where I was just like, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. So now, yes, we get to the casino. So he's posing as like an Eastern European casino operator, which make no sense.
Also, can corporations or buildings make wishes?
Boom, there it is. This is the next one I got to, because he says, as a business, we wish everyone to win or whatever.
He
so
says
I'm
the
like,
casino wishes everybody could win.
So
is like the casino.
One thing.
And then does that count as one wish, or does that count as a wish of all the
whose
people that
wish
work
is he
there?
granting? Is it
Right.
the board?
The board of directors,
Yeah. So
CEO.
this makes no sense. Yeah, because it's like if it's the casino's wish to grant everybody luck, would that mean that everybody who walks into the building involuntarily is now giving up their soul by the act of gambling in like a Djinn's?
Seemingly,
I don't
because everybody
or
drops
to some extent, or well, not everyone, a lot of people.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a
why
very
we get
good point.
Fart and coin.
Yeah,
lady.
that shouldn't
Yeah.
shouldn't be though. They shouldn't be affected by it.
Yeah,
because
they
they're not
shouldn't be.
actively
sense.
like.
Only the casino should be having the retribution.
Or is it because like he's up
Or
in like
something
security room?
bad
Like,
could
can he
happen,
watch
but-
the security tapes? Like, that person looks like they're wishing for something. They look like that. Like, is he like just like sitting there watching everything happen? Like,
I
granting
bet this
wishes.
lady wants to shit coins. Or not even shitting.
I really want to shit coins. Today's the day.
God damn it.
But this is also one of the parts where he like. I was wondering this too. Is he like breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience at points?
Yeah.
Because he directly looks at the camera. This is the part where he does something and makes something disappear in his hand and looks at the camera and goes, magic.
Yes.
He does the same thing with the dance line where he goes like, I wish I could dance with you. And looks at the camera and I'm like, dance number?
So like any idea that we had in the first installment with him looking at the audience, he's fucking for sure looking at the audience now.
Now, question. How do you think he's going to be like a fucked up character to go to like the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Oh my god, that would be
That'll be in Sergio's movie.
Sergio, I'm on
That'll
board
be the
for that.
Sergio edition.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
Well, because it's like, how would that work?
He's got a lot of kid souls. A lot of very sick kid souls.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to score a touchdown in the big game, but
You get trampled on
now
by
you're
the other
sicker.
two.
No.
it seems like the logical thing, though. Yeah, no, that's a good point, though. Just to go to a hospital, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many people in there. I'm sure at any moment in time, if you can just like be around people that are wishing at this point, like you could get a whole bunch in there.
Damn, that just
I
gets
see an
dark.
emergency waiting room full of desire.
I mean, he's not a good person. He's a
True.
Djinn.
He is the villain. He is the villain here.
He does want to enslave the human race.
He's like, oh, I'm going to go to prison and make sure all the bad people get what they deserve.
Not my Djinn.
My Djinn is going to the children's hospital.
Right. All right, so the Djinn fucking poses as Osip and gets them tickets to this fucking casino that they're at to lure them into a goddamn trap. Gregory finds more notes that basically has, as was prophesied, the alchemist took the stone into his hand, and as a woman pure of heart takes the light of God onto her soul, it spoke the magic words, Nib, Sugaroth, Bachim.
Cool.
Yes. So at least now we know what the magic words are, like fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse. I'm pretty sure I really wish they would have broken the fourth wall and just told the entire audience, all right, everybody, now when the bouncing ball hits the bottom of the stage, everyone say the magic words.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So now this is like the final act. We got fucking Genie hanging out in his fucking office. The casino room is now fucking overcrowded because everybody is winning, everybody is doing stuff. And then Morgana and Gregory show up to the fucking Vegas thing, and they, God, he now claims
I was zapped in the opal, right?
They get almost. So this is where he's now cashing in on all the souls. So now he's like, all right, I gotta suck all these guys up, and now this is when everybody fucking drops.
And we're seeing like people that we've met throughout the movie
just
also get their soul
and,
taken. Yeah.
It's just lame. Like, oh no.
Pretty lame moment.
It is really bad. It is really, really bad. I also have a lot of conflicting questions about that, especially when the souls are returned, because a lot of those people were clinically dead for a while. Like, and then everyone kind of gets back up. That would be 1,001 dead people coming to life at the same time, which would fucking be horrific.
Magic.
God damn it. So now now it's like a battle of wits. So Morgana tries to wish the Djinn was gone forever, and then he says, you can't defeat me. It's too stupid. And then like wishes him
Try
back
again.
again.
Wish that.
Try again.
No, can't do it.
Dumb.
No.
Stupid. Wish him back into the stone of the sacred fire. He goes, oh, nice. You've done your homework. And then
somebody has an internet connection.
Yeah, right. And then I hate the fact that he goes, but I am the Wishmaster, so any wishes directly pertaining to me are circumscribed by the prophet. It was like, fuck you, dude. Like, we don't.
Then what are we doing here?
What are we exactly like? What are we doing here? Oh my god. All right, yeah. So then like fucking Greg tries taking the goddamn opal. The opal gets like switcherooed back into his goddamn hands. Oh god, Greg pulls out a fucking crucifix and tries doing some other crazy shit, and then fucking
we get the Djinn like pretending it's hurting him, and that was like right after he pretended something else happened. I think it's when Greg picked up the opal.
And then like does the switcheroo.
Like, yeah.
Ooh, you got me. Like Jim Carrey, like, ooh, you got me. Just kidding.
He's got some weird humor here at the end.
Yeah. Well, then also Greg wishes the Djinn to hell. So now he goes, oh, you wished? All right, let's do it. And then this is where we get the hell dimension with fucking
welcome to my home, Morgana.
Kills me.
I just like, do you want to see my skull collection? It's good.
These are my skulls. If you listen closely, you can hear the screams in the background.
It's really the worst cool. Tinder date ever.
I got a cool hell vibe.
Yeah, right.
There's some flames.
Oh my god!
See my flames?
And then we got Honky Greg crucified in the corner, just fucking hanging out and screaming. And then like
flames beneath him, right?
Yes, and they get higher and higher. So
yeah,
she wishes him free, and that kills him.
She wishes him to be released. Is that what it is?
Release him. Release him, and then he drops.
You said you would release him.
And then he fucking, not yet. And then just like a fucking, like an old 50s Western. Like he just, Gregor's like,
cool.
Yeah. All right. So now we're fucking back at the goddamn casino, and fucking he's like, don't believe him. He's gonna wish this is terrible. And he goes, I wish this all came to an end. And then we kind of get the casino murdering everybody. We get
the card.
So we finally get some
machine.
Yes. Give us
good
the gore.
Shit.
We get
shooting the cards in faces when it
fucking-
tears
the
the
roulette
fucking
wheel.
dealer in half.
yes, cuts the jaw off. Like we've got the roulette wheel shoots fucking balls at people, killing them, and then hops off of the fucking chair. Off of the thing,
like
it has
blades
like
on
blades
each
on
side.
it, and it's just taking out people's kneecaps.
That's
and
like,
shit.
what the fuck? Where was this all along?
Yeah, right.
But it's like full moon level.
Yes. It's a great way of putting it. It is
production.
Yeah, it is.
And look, style.
It is 2 shades away from paper mache. We also okay, this is I have a personal gripe here. So now we have the frogs show up, right? And then it's frogs and locusts. And then the guy and then the casino guy's fucking face is all eaten and fucking the eyes are bulging, and I was like, okay, this is great.
Okay.
It didn't take me until my second go around. They're not locusts. They're just giant
They're
cockroaches.
like roaches. Yeah, they couldn't get locusts.
So they couldn't get, like, apparently they didn't have the budget. So they just got like these ginormous fucking roaches where I was like, that's
So gross.
So gross.
Eat our man Bokeem.
But come on, man. Like a locust could eat your face off. Cockroaches would take like a fucking minute. So now it's like, make your 2 final fucking wishes. Oh my God. And then she's like, no, but you were supposed to tell me about all this stuff. And he's like, well, I guess when the time is right. So then like has to like, he recites the goddamn prophecy and then like fucking granting wishes. And then the race of Djinn will reign all over Earth. And then, yes, all right, yeah.
One of the other kills here, we have the guy that's like splitting open in half, like something's coming out of him.
Yes.
That was one of the other gruesome deaths I was thinking
that's
He
about.
like
right.
started like
his
spazzing
torso
out like
splits
a
open,
yeah.
and his
Gut-
face
his
splits
head.
open.
Open.
Yeah.
His head's
For a
like
split second, I thought it was going to be the
Like demons?
the demons or the skeleton gang. I was like, man, if they put another skeleton coming out, would be fantastic.
It just
No.
felt just like meat just coming out like
Yeah.
full fledged.
yeah, it just felt like his meat was coming out.
Yeah, full on meat mode.
And then immediately after that is when the girl, the woman gets the belly gets all full, and we get the fucking
yeah. It just
she
like
just starts farting out coins. I'm
Farting
like,
out.
we're really
I
fucking
mean-
doing this.
What on earth?
We've all been there, right?
And that's all that
It's-
happens to her. She's presumably fine. I mean, if that's
Yeah.
the worst thing that happens to you in
Shit
jail
out
with the
coins.
Wishmaster,
So you
coin
can,
farting.
you can
do you know how
That's a-
you can
that's a
fuck yourself
win-win
and
situation.
Fart coins. It'll be fine.
do you know how loose your caboose has to be to shit out that many coins and just casually walk away
I mean-
after that? You know what I mean?
think
Like
it's probably all right? I mean,
it's a lot of coins, man.
well, but I mean, I assume they're, coming out in a row.
Not just in a batch.
You know what,
They're
Sam?
just coming out.
Sam, you got me there. You got me there, bro. All right. Well, we're just gonna cut right to the chase. Yeah. So now Morgana kind of realizes like what the fuck she's got to do. I wish that the fucking guard lived and like wasn't shot. And he's like, boom shakalaka, gotcha, girl. And then she goes, oh really? And then, all right, everybody, did everybody remember the magic words of today's show? Nib, Sugaroth, Bahim.
Nib, Sugaroth, Bahim.
Bahim.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so then that's a bunch of times, and he's like, oh, fuck, not again! And then just ejaculates 1,001 souls out of his body, almost one by one. As in, like, I thought that sequence was going to last so much longer, because he's like, ugh! And he, like, poops out Greg, and he's like, ugh! he's just doing, he's like, oh, no, and it's just all these terrible CGI. Everybody gets their soul.
Everybody's back to life. Yay.
Wow.
And
now
he returns to his
he's-
Pokeball.
Yes.
Yeah, he's being sucked into it. And for some reason, she stopped saying the magic words then. She repeated it while everybody else is coming out. Finally, she's sucking him in. She just...
He's got it. It's fine. It's on autopilot. Yeah, and then we get a nice little shot of the fucking Djinn dimension. It kind of comes on him, and he does this like, wow.
comes on.
Comes on him.
Yeah,
Who's coming on him?
Well, I mean, it's in a fire opal. He's surrounded by.
Was
it.
this like an extended
ecosystem.
edition?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It was.
comes around him.
It's Wishmaster 3, the genie's weenie.
The genie's weenie.
that's Wishmaster
Is that
5.
the next one?
That's
Oh my
Wishmaster 5.
The Genie Mini. Yeah, and that's our fucking movie here.
That's our movie.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? Great.
Isn't that-
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, guys. Any final thoughts?
Wait,
before
how
we
did
get
it
to the
end? Oh yeah, he goes back in.
He's in.
He goes on his Pokeball.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
we see
looks
him
so
again.
sad.
He's like-
I feel like you need to add like really like sad
my
violin
God.
music while he's out there.
Just that weird dog
I
thing.
think
he
they
has.
should add a womp womp.
Well, the next two movies, they need to fix that because a second time in a row where he gets defeated by like situation, like a certain way to wish something. I need something different.
Yeah.
Well, this wasn't a certain way to wish something. It was magic words and a.
She said the magic words from becoming
She cut her
Okay,
pinky
true.
off.
Yeah.
Remember the pinky?
But okay, but this is supposed to be fucking like monkey's paw fucking things. Like I would have loved if the fact where like she had been like, I wish that the fucking guard was still alive. And then a
And he
zombie.
Yeah, that one
and
went
then
very well.
And then a
Yeah.
and then a zombified fucking guard crashes through his front door and terrorizes his wife and kids. You know what
Why
I mean?
was he
Where-
just like, okay, fine?
got you. Like, wouldn't you just be like, I'm
Yes,
gonna make
yes.
this.
Okay, now a third wish.
Nice. Yeah, he's just trying to get through him. He's like,
just
okay,
trying to, like,
fine.
blast right through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
All
was
right.
her first wish? To release the dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need you to sexually. I
Okay,
mean,
but
normally
so he
release
messed
him.
that one up, so I don't know. Yeah, you're right. All right. No more thoughts.
No more thoughts. All right. Well, we'll be back.
It's like a soggy sausage. Anyways.
Welcome back. All right, here, into our crematorium questions. Are we surviving Wishmaster 2? And how are we surviving Wishmaster 2?
Who knows?
I mean,
it depends
yes.
on his mood.
No, listen. We are surviving Wishmaster 2 because some random girl that we have no idea who she is cut off her pinky, unwished one sin, and suddenly became clear, and now has defeated the Djinn. So no matter what happened to us in the movie, we're still alive right now.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh,
Love it.
nice.
Perfect.
Very good.
Okay, perfect.
Good job. Nice.
Nice.
Solved
All right,
it.
we all survived. Done.
Done.
Okay, I mean, I
This
think
guy's
on,
a joke.
yeah. I think on the count of
Djinn, more like joke.
Woo! Hot take. Okay, I think that we're all going to say unanimously on the count of 3, we should just say semen. But how do we make it gooier?
Oh, a goo pile.
Oh, yeah.
Semen.
Goo pile.
Semen.
Semen
Yeah.
pile.
Semen. More
But
semen.
then also just plenty more gore. Give us like
More
kills
deaths.
that are not
Give us
cartoons.
some kills and deaths,
Yeah.
and not just soul sucking and
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
kill
not.
some people.
Plenty
No
of-
more exposition. We get it. We're on to them.
Yeah,
And you don't need to repeat that
Yeah.
exposition.
Please.
multiple
Right.
Just
times.
do it once.
How many? We don't need 7 different shots of Morgana at a church praying. Like we don't.
figuring things out.
We don't
like,
need that.
come
We
on.
don't need that. We need wishes, and we need horrible things to happen to the people that make these wishes.
Mhm.
Villain level 1 through 10 power and iconography. What are we giving our Wishmaster Part D?
I think he loses iconography with this one.
I agree.
I think he needs to be knocked off some points.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know.
I've really come to become a fan of him with this one because he's like the only thing I liked about the movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think his iconography could still be there a little bit in just terms. I mean, his look is reminiscent of other looks, but his voice, that's pretty iconic.
It's
Oh,
not
you mean
doing
that
it for
jelly
me
bean vo-
anymore. It's
Oh,
really
It's not getting you tickled.
it's
The jelly
not-
bean voice is
only
not good for
because
you?
there's so many conversations here where it's like, no, don't wish that. No, actually, that doesn't work. And it loses the pizzazz that I loved from the first one.
It's
Here,
so
he's just
true.
like, give me your wish. Okay,
Wow.
you wish too fast.
It's like going to
you-
a restaurant and they're like out of a ton of stuff on the
We don't
menu.
have
Yeah,
that.
we don't have that.
Oh, do we have the taco combo? No.
Dude, you're so
We're out.
right.
I should tell you now we're out of mozzarella sticks.
This does seem like the actually Wishmaster, where you're like, oh no, oh god damn it.
Also, him as human form, he was suave in the first movie where I kind of was like, oh, okay, I feel you. I
Yeah, he's
guess he
kind
has
of
a
a
charm.
pud in this
and
one.
here he's like, meh,
He's
meh.
a- yeah,
He's got this
he's
Poindextery
sniveling.
kind of. Yeah.
So it loses a little bit here in this one for me.
But
And then
power-wise,
So okay, so what do you? So no, wait. So hold on. So what are you giving him iconography wise, Sam?
I'll give him a 5.
Wow.
Whatever I gave him last time, I don't know what it was.
Sure.
A 4?
Let's say that he gets all kicked up to 5. Yeah, I'll give him a 4.5 for iconography.
Yeah, I give him like a. Well, he's I don't know if he's more moist in this one.
I'm telling you,
because I think it's just a little bit. I'm gonna give him.
Nothing wrong with that.
Are you saying that's a bad thing or a good thing?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I like my initial gut reaction to
Jeff Goldblum
iconography was gonna be like,
that's a bad moist.
Well,
that's bad moist.
Because it's a 3.5 or a 4. I think for iconography, it's gonna be a 3.5. 3.5.
Fine.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 3.5 just because if I think of Wishmaster, I think of more of the first one. But power levels... But power levels is the same, though. For me, it's a 4 because he's basically got godlike powers, except he's...
Does he?
Infinity living space.
I haven't...
I would say 4.5 because to me, it's like kind of at the whim of wherever we happen to be at the time.
Oh, it's true.
Like,
as long as you don't wish for one of the 3,000 things that he can't do.
I'm really sorry about that. You can't wish for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him his power like a 2.5.
Ooh, you're giving it 2.5. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, okay. He says he has all these powerful things. What have we seen him actually do? We haven't. He's bound by all these stupid
make
rules.
a lady shit coins.
Yeah, but then she's fine later.
Cards
like,
stick
it doesn't
into
matter.
people's faces.
Wait, are you saying that it doesn't?
Well, that's
it
because
doesn't
of the
affect
duel.
you?
That's a special circumstance.
But then again, I think it's all avoidable. I think all those. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So,
but then you say freeze,
I
and then
I think he's a dork
you.
in terms of his powers, but I think.
So you're not impressed.
He's a fun guy.
Just a fun
He's
guy.
a dork all around, but I'm here for it. I like the sniveling Ginny.
Sniveling Ginny. God damn it.
He's snotty too.
Jenny.
All right. Are we doing a sequel to this? Does this deserve any kind of sequel past this? Or
yeah, our sequel.
I mean,
the proper
which
sequel.
is kind of like a reboot. It'll be like all the movies combined.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And our
like,
telling
Be an
of it.
homage.
It'll be like Evil Dead 2. Like it's going to contain a lot of the stuff for the original, but we'll just.
I feel like it's going to be like Airplane or something with the bits we're talking about. It's going to be like a spoof, you know?
We'll see.
The Squishmaster.
It's definitely
Wishmaster. Ew. Here we go. just squish
my
it.
nickname in high school. It's because I always had soggy shoes.
Oh yes.
The kids made fun of me.
Soggy
The
shoes.
Squishmaster.
So Soggy Sam, are you buying the soundtrack?
Soggy Sam.
Soggy Sam, the Switchmaster.
Soggy Sam.
Soggy Sam, the Squishmaster.
Oh, it was rough time.
Wait, is that why the Wishmaster didn't want to give up his shoes because he had soggy socks? Oh my god! He's like, no, anything but that. Anything.
It's like, actually, I can't move right now.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay. What was the question?
Score, soundtrack. Or vital. Are we good?
Oh my goodness.
No.
I don't even know
There
what
was a soundtrack to this?
happened in it.
No idea.
No, couldn't tell you.
No clue.
Thanks.
No.
Do you want a Wishmaster 2 action figure of anything?
Oh, I absolutely do.
him.
Wait,
Okay.
I have
All
had
right.
an idea about this since the beginning of us recording this podcast.
I like that you raised your hand.
It is his birthday.
I want more than like anything else that I've ever wanted as merch that we've ever discussed on this podcast.
Oh.
To have a talking bass style Wishmaster face in the wall. I want it so bad. I wanted to just like look at you as you go past. And it says Sergio.
As you wish. And then we like slap it right there.
Oh, amazing.
Holy
Would you like
shit.
that?
It's your birthday, so I guess
I
you're the
want it
Wishmaster
so
here.
bad. Someone make it happen.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing. Holy shit! I don't have anything. I can't.
You need to put that out on your channel because one of your fans can
We'll actually make that
I'm
for
pretty
you.
sure.
That reach is
I think they're talented. They're talented.
Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing.
God damn, that's so.
That's a good one.
I'm going to assume prop or merch from you'd want that face on the wall. Then, if you can't get it Billy Mouth Bass, you just get the prop of it.
Yeah.
And then Billy Mouth Bassett.
Oh, and then Billy Mouth Bassett. Absolutely.
There
prop.
you go.
If you have to.
That's how you do it.
I would.
I mean, the gem, you could take that for sure. I'd take probably one of the coins that the lady farted out.
Oh, fart coin? Okay. I would.
Morgana's finger.
We could all have one of those. Ooh. Well,
I don't know.
I don't think we see it severed.
we don't ever see it severed, so I don't think it exists, unfortunately.
No.
I would totally get one of the prop heads that has all the cards stuck in it at the end sequence. All the playing cards would be great. Or honestly, the body going through the bars. I don't know where I'd put it in my house, but that would be just a ridiculous thing to have. Oh, that
one of the skin suits. I feel like there's a few skin suits. You could take
true.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Floppy skin suits. Cool. Okay.
Is there
Good
a
props there? Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Is there a promotional goo bucket that we're doing for this movie?
Oh God.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it just-
absolutely. No, it's actually baby Djinn, where like the head just opens up and it has the little arms going out from the outside.
Yes, it can hold your drinks.
Perfect.
And
That's exactly
you
what I
have
was
the
gonna say.
umbilical cord that's like coming out of the back of it, and it like attaches
Licorice
to your
whip.
wrist or something.
No, it's a straw.
Ooh.
It's a straw.
Oh wait,
It's
you're
the
right. The straw.
It's
So
the
much
straw.
better. So
To
much
a big
better.
gulp on the bottom. Oh, that's so fucking good.
Perfect.
Done.
Nailed it.
All right, guys, it's time for the ratings.
I only want your fingers.
Should we all like cut our fingers open and bleed on it?
Can you wrap your fingers around this?
I'll take a Voorhees burger and a slide of Jason's fingers.
Show them.
It's now time to purify ourselves by chopping off some of our fingers as we rate this on our Chuddle scale. On this show, we like to use our subjective rating score of 0 to 5 fingers. Each cut off finger adds to the score with more fingers equaling a higher score. Brian.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
I
know. I want to hear your score.
Cool. Okay. So engaging. Let's go ahead and give. Ooh, this is tough. I'm going to say a 0.5 because I'm engaged when the Djinn or his persona is on screen and having fun in those moments. But more than half of the movie is not that. So I'm not engaged in those other moments, unfortunately. So I think that works there. Sticky's going to be tough. I think a 0.5 is due for that as well. Just because I've mentioned it more than a few times, but I'm probably going to remember farting coins. Yeah. I'm going to remember the bar like moving through a few of the things, sure. But, and the Djinn's voice and just that whole persona, I think will stick. But otherwise, not much is going to stick with me in terms of like any of the Morgana stuff, really. T-shirtable, that's interesting. Why not? I'll give it the 0.5 as well. And I mean, I think that's being a little bit generous just because I think there is cool enough imagery you could make for it. And I don't think I'd be like opposed to wearing Wishmaster 2 t-shirt for any reason.
Evil never dies.
Right? But like it's not some of the greatest stuff. Cockles? Let's go ahead and give Cockles a 0.5. Okay. That goes into like I feel good when the Djinn's on the screen and having fun with that stuff again. Kind of the same as engaging and sticky. Any stuff with that is with the Djinn, just almost half the movie. So again, I'm like kind of edging it a little bit higher.
Yeah. Okay.
But rewatchable 0.25.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to watching it, but I really think I got as much as I can get out of this movie.
You're good.
Good. So 2.25 kind of seems a little high, to be honest, but I feel like it's right generous. Because it's not. I don't think this is necessarily a really, really like bad unwatchable movie. I think it's just kind of dumb in a lot of parts and kind of fun in some others.
It's kind of a dumb movie.
Yeah.
You don't hate it though, so
Yeah, I don't hate it by any means. Exactly. There you go.
Perfect. Sam.
Me?
You.
All right. Well, agree on the 0.5 for engaging for sure. For the exact same reason. Djinn good, Morgana bad. Sticky, I'm gonna give 0.25, and I think that's like being generous. I could see myself forgetting everything. But I think the going through the bars, the voice, but that carries on from the first one in a way. Doesn't really get Sergio going anymore though. And then the lawyer fucking himself, I think, would be the main one. T-shirtable.
You totally get the guy fucking himself on a shirt, right?
No, the kind of same thing as Brian. Like 0.5, maybe it's a little generous, but I think sort of in the spirit of what T-shirtable represents, that's the correct answer. Sort of looks cool. I'm actually not interested in Wishmaster 2 shirt. It'd be the kind of thing I'd wear ironically. And I don't wear stuff ironically anymore. I'm too old for that.
For now, maybe you'll get into an ironic phase again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be ironic?
Nostalgia. I don't know.
Maybe. I
don't know.
It gets a little confusing. Cockles. Ooh. I guess it's more 0.5 than it is 0.25. I could have gone either way, but same exact reasoning as Brian. When the Djinn's there, it's fun. And same thing for rewatchable 0.25. I have no reason to ever watch this again, and would never choose to watch it, I think, on my own. But if somebody was like, hey, you want to watch this? I'd say, I guess. I mean,
I guess.
I think we might be able to have fun making fun of it.
It's nice.
We're going to come visit you guys and be like, let's pop in that Wishmaster
2, baby.
Let's go.
Like, I guess. We'll have fun making fun of it.
Exactly.
And that gives me a 2 out of 5. That feels right.
Nice. All right. I'm going to go. All right. Engaging. I'll try to make this fast. Engaging. I'm going to go with engaging. I'm going to give the 0.5 because the Djinn scenes are amazing. Anything related to Morgana, I am literally fuzzing out, even on the rewatch. Which is going to go directly into Sticky. Like Sticky is going to me, Sticky's going to get the 0.25 because the only things I'm going to remember are mostly the deaths, and they happen so infrequently that it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't stick too much for me. Even though when it does stick, it's great. T-shirtable, I agree with you guys, 0.5. Because there is enough interesting stuff in this that you could definitely rock one. I don't know if I would, but the right one I could probably see myself ironically wearing. Cockles. Cockles is going to get... It's weird. I had it originally as a 0.5, but I think I might give it a 0.25 because the Cockles for this, and I wrote it down specifically, it was like, man, the Cockles is a little higher for this because all I want to do is watch the first Wishmaster again. Like the Cockles for this made me want to see the deaths in the first one so bad that I was like, all right. I actually stopped watching my second watch through of this to go on YouTube to find the deaths of Wishmaster just so I could watch them real quick. Almost as a palate cleanser and then hop back in. So yeah, I'm gonna give Cockles a 0.5. Although realistically, the 0.25 to make it the 0.5 is mostly the nostalgia for the first film. And then rewatchable, I agree with you guys, is gonna be a 0.25. Man, this may be a 0.5 later on because of the untapped resource of a Lampoon movie. As in, like, I would rewatch this, not to troll 2 levels, but if I had a group of friends that, like, we fucked around and was like, all right, guys, it's a Wishmaster 2 night, we're going to just be dumbasses. Like, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that. So yeah, I would say under normal circumstances, 0.25. If I'm with weirdos, 0.5. Absolutely.
See, I feel like my only circumstance for rewatching it is with weirdos.
It's true. I have no idea.
That's how you know. That's the test. It's like, do you want to
So
watch?
was it 0.25 or 0.5?
What, for rewatchable? For this, I'll do a 0.25. Yeah.
Okay. That gives you 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. I'm okay with that. Birthday boy Cody. What's your? Yeah, tell me what's your score.
All right. So engaging, I feel like a 0.25 is the highest I can go.
I don't blame you.
It didn't grab onto me and hold on. So yeah, 0.25. Sticky, I would also give only a 0.25 here because like I agree with everything that you have all said. Like, I'm gonna remember a woman shitting out coins.
Yeah.
And that's probably about it. And I'm gonna remember the face in the wall. I'm always gonna have the face in the wall.
The first 5 minutes of the movie.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a 0.5 because of the face in the wall, because I actually really love that scene.
Yeah.
T-shirtable, I'm gonna give this one a 0.5 as well. I've been trying to think of like what t-shirt I would make for this, and the best thing I can do is like a dumb meme shirt. Like, I watched Wishmaster 2 and all I got was the stupid t-shirt. Like, I can't do much better than that. So 0.5. Cockles, I'm gonna give this a 0.5 as well. It was kind of fun. It wasn't great. Rewatchable, I'm gonna give this a 0.25. I would like maybe rewatch it in really unique scenarios, but this to me, like, this feels like the movie that would be made if you asked the Djinn to make a sequel to Wishmaster.
Oh my god. That is the best description of this film I've ever heard.
So
Holy
yeah,
shit.
that gives me a 2. That feels correct.
Yeah. Sergio.
All right. Engaging. Yeah, 0.25. This was really hard to be engaged with.
Yeah.
For every reason that you guys said, it drags along. I'm gonna be a little more harsh. The Djinn Master stuff also wasn't that interesting sometimes. The special effects and certain wishes really pulled through for me, but everything else really dragged, and they just really did not know where they were going.
Yeah.
Sticky, yes, certain parts were pretty sticky, but was it enough for me to be like, yeah, it's Queen, 0.5? No, I don't think so. It's gonna be a 0.25. Yes, there were like certain things that I thought were outstanding, but not enough. I feel like that was a good like 25% of the movie. T-shirtable, I actually would wear a Wishmaster 2 t-shirt. I will give this a low rating and be like, yeah. I have the t-shirt also.
I got this.
So I'm gonna give that a 0.5. Yeah, I think that's okay. 0.5 for T-shirtable. Cockles. Let me revisit this movie in my head real quick. Are the cocklings cockled?
Yeah, Mike Wazowski, Djinn.
Yeah, throw some keywords at me. Keywords this week.
I think we can drop Sticky down to 0, maybe.
Everyone's like, Mike Wazowski. Cockles, I think it's going to be a 0.25. I think this was. It was fun. It had moments of fun that I enjoyed. And 5 rewatchable. I gotta give it a 0.25. I can't give it a 0 because I feel like a 0 is literally don't ever let me watch this movie. I will tell someone off to not make me watch this movie. I will sit down and watch it, but it will be a task.
I know. My second watch for this, I was like, just not looking forward to it.
I don't know what that comes out to.
Yeah.
1.5.
1.5.
Oh shit! I don't think have I ever rated anything 1.5.
I feel like there were one or two of the Dead movies that got that low.
Oh, maybe one of them.
You gave Diary of the Dead a 0.75.
Wow.
0.75?
Yeah.
Holy shit. You know what? Weirdly enough,
The Death of Death is worse than Wishmaster 2.
I think I would watch Diary of the Dead
over this movie.
No, I don't know.
It's tough.
Probably. Oh, it is tough.
Yeah. That's like, would you like a sandwich with a turd in it? Or would you like a salad with a turd in it? There's still a turd.
I think this would be more fun with friends to make fun of than
Diary of the Dead.
Diary.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Did the club have anything to say about this?
Nah.
Great question.
I don't think so.
That I last saw, they, I mean,
probably
the usual memes and fun stuff and whatnot, but no official scores.
So where does this lie in our goo book?
Well, it's a 2.1 from the Chuddle score.
Which is low for us, right?
Yes, it certainly is. Other 2.1s, we only have other... no, I'm not going to count Wishmaster OG because my score is not in there. So we have things coming in at 2, like Puppet Master, Marty's, Jason Goes to Hell, The Horde.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, hey, you were here with us for that one. Yeah. Right above it, 2.2, 1408 is there. Speak No Evil, A Christmas Horror Story as well.
God damn, Speak No Evil. I'm at a 4.5 and you each are at a 1. Shit. It's funny. That's got to be like one of the only movies like that.
Yeah, like if you look at any of the other things, I don't think we have such a drastic shift in it and stuff.
But that's that's a rare duck though, because I don't even think I got through the synopsis. I think it just turned into like a rant conversation about the movie.
Yeah.
Best episode. Go check out our episode.
Check out that episode.
Original, not the remake.
Yeah.
We only covered that original one. So yeah, there you have it.
Nice. Woo! Guys, we did it.
Another one bites the dust.
Another Wishmaster bites the dust. And that concludes tonight's meeting of Chuddle the Pod Horror Movie Club. Thank you for wishing us into existence and having our Djinn powers penetrate your ear holes. That sounded real dirtier than what I thought in my head.
Really?
Well, you said
it did, honestly. I was like, you said penetrate. Cody, Sergio, thank you guys so much for just venturing and rubbing this fire opal with us yet again. Please.
Opal's fire.
My opal is fired up right now. Please tell the remaining people that are listening where to find you.
Where do you want to?
I wish there were some.
I can do this. So we are the Horror Bandwagon on YouTube, on most social media. We love to watch shows and movies that are horror related, horror adjacent. We react to them, we discuss them, we have a good time.
Yeah, I'm very interested as to seeing what Wishmaster 3 is gonna entail, because we got a new wishy.
We got a new guy. Yeah, we got a new Wishmaster.
It is the same. It's the same guy doing 3 and as the Djinn in 3 and 4. So
okay, all right.
Okay,
so there you
cool.
go.
We got some consistency. Okay.
Nice.
So we have 4 Wishmasters, half and half. Sorry, and we'll be able to judge who does the better Djinn.
Gotta hear that voice.
When we do our retrospective, we could do
a battle.
Djinn versus Djinn.
Djinn versus Djinn. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for having us on.
Yeah.
Brian, you made us smile so much seeing your face. So
You made me
thank you.
smile.
And you can find Brian hiding and hanging in our Discord. And then you still have Letterboxd, right? Chuddle the Brian, Chuddle the Sam on Letterboxd. And then I'm also on there as Chuddle the Ross on Letterboxd, but not as much. You can also follow me on Instagram at Ross Purvis. Thank you very much to our club members and our Patreon supporters. Your dedication is just top tier. It's top tier. It's everything we could wish for. Rate and review us wherever you listen. It helps. You know what? Wish it to a friend. Send this to tell a friend.
If you listen this far and like this, send this episode to a friend right now.
Right now. And guys, it's just great being here with you. And as always, avoid the time.